I'm gonna let Amy think about what she's done. Hello, we're live. It's Saturday night. It's Chrissy and friends. I really need some opening music. I think if I have any musical fans listening, please make me a song. I think I'm at that level where I need some accompaniment. I need a musical interlude. All right. We got more friends tonight than the other night. The other night it was just me and Todd Ferguson, and I had a blast, to be honest. We played a rousing game of guess what songs from the 90s and the early aughts and then type them terribly into a little game thing. Amy, whatever Amy is figuring out her camera situation. I have a bevy of drinks next to me, 3, because that's the number of drinks where that's my comfort zone is free. Is free is 3. Well, free as well. A seltzer, always a coffee, always, and then either like a seltzer or a water, and then something alcoholic. This is like my anytime I do a show or like perform. This is always my winning combo. All right, Amy. Amy's there. Whatever, Amy. She is a regular. I'm gonna call her now a regular on the Wet Spot, my other show on Compound Media. She is an OnlyFans phenomena. That's not the right word. Queen. I'm just gonna say queen of OnlyFans. And I sort of tore her away from a fun Saturday night to do this. So I'm so honored you're here, Amy.
You tore me away from drunk going to bed.
Oh, you were gonna go to bed? Oh no!
I'd do anything for you, Chrissy, for sure. So here I am. Not sure how long I'm going to be here, but I'm here.
A little ASMR. Sorry, Sober October. I'll be back on it tomorrow.
I'm hitting the water.
Oh God, that's so good. I forgot how. Oh, once it hits your lips, it's so good.
Keep on trucking.
Truly, I am never gonna forsake you again. Oh my God, the punch mix is so fucking good. There's fruit punch, there's berry punch, citrus punch, and something else.
I like the pineapple ones. God, they're like, I don't know if it's truly, but I know like High Noon has pineapple. It's good.
High Noon has so much hype behind it. I watched this whole video with Frank, and he was just testing spiked seltzers. He was like, I could tell he had like bougie tastes. I think this was a guy that said like he would use vocabulary like stuck up twats in Brooklyn, like artisanal and small batch. Like this was this guy, but I was like, he's tasting, and he had so many good things to say about the High Noon spiked seltzer community. So that might have to be the next try.
Yes, I know a lot of people that are big fans.
Amy, are you dressing up for Halloween in any way? How do you feel about Halloween?
I usually don't do anything for Halloween. And I'm always disappointed because I want someone to invite me to some fabulous parties so I could go as Elvira, because I feel like that would be my jam.
You have to just be like, hello,
Yeah,
it's like,
I've
sorry,
been like dying for years to go as Elvira.
Not being a slutty, this is the costume. Yes. Don't judge me. Judge the mistress of the dark. Yeah.
But we're going to a family party, so that's womp womp.
So you don't want to be Elvira to the family? How many kids are at this family party?
Like all of them. So many.
Ugh.
So many kids.
What's a good family-friendly costume? You could be someone from Squid Game. I saw on Amazon.
We just finished it tonight.
Do you love it?
Loved it.
I loved it too.
It. It was fantastic. It was like Hunger Games meets, I don't know, Tron. It was crazy. Yeah. I loved it.
It was nice to see Asian people experiencing violence from a source other than black guys beating them up on the subway. I thought it was a nice change of pace for me.
Yeah. And I thought too, this one, like we watched Money Heist, which is also like a dubbed version, and I loved that show, but I thought this one, Squid Game, was way better produced and way I thought the acting was better and the dubbing was better, and I was pleasantly surprised.
Did you watch it in Asian with subtitles, or did you watch it?
I watched the dubbing.
English. Okay.
Yeah.
You watched it. Yeah. I watched it with like American actors or like English actors speaking, and then, which I didn't like because I was like, I feel like I'm losing some of their acting skills. Speaking of small penises, while we're on the topic, Matt Mead is here.
That's not
Speaking of Cause oh no, Amy's gone. Come back, Amy. Shit.
Was that me that started that?
Do you and Amy have beef?
No.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm in my non-studio right now.
She does? She has beef with Ski Mask?
Wait, what?
Amy.
I'm not
Do you have
Ski
beef
Mask.
with Mead? These are different people.
No way. Not with Mead. I love Mead.
And don't worry, if I ever had to choose between Mead or Amy, I would
Hey,
choose
and
you.
I loved Amy on In Hot Water last week.
Thank
Yes.
you. I had such a good time.
And
I always have a
your
good time with
boyfriend, is it boyfriend or husband?
Boyfriend.
What a trooper!
He is
what a
on many
fucking
levels.
trooper.
So you met Amy's boyfriend? I'm so
I did not.
jealous.
Michael did. My brother, Mike. Oh, there it is.
He's super fun.
Yeah, apparently Mike filled me in. He said, Dan, is it?
Yeah.
Don't dox her,
boy,
man.
Larry's in my house.
Oh,
No.
really? Oh, boy.
No. Yeah, my Wi-Fi sucks. But yeah, I hear he's great. I hear he.
Thank you.
You know, I
He's
give
a
him
good
a lot of
sport.
credit.
Yeah, he deserved it. But he was at the taping when I guest hosted with Geno, and that's when Geno met him the first time. So he kept and then he remembered him from when I went to Geno's show because he came with me again, and they had a good time.
Great person first person to introduce him to.
I feel like he could survive that, then he's good
You're
to go.
drunk. Just introducing my drunk uncle.
Amy,
But
are you in your house right now?
I am.
Do you have I'm noticing the cabinets behind you have a beach
My Waterford
aesthetic.
collection.
Is this
Yes.
a beach? You live in a beach aesthetic type house?
I do.
Your house, are you like a waspy popped collar type?
No,
Okay.
but I did grow up on the beach, and so I have like a coastal
vibe
going on.
Do you
That's
own
my aunt's house?
Do you
That's my
own
fucking aunt's
a live,
house.
laugh, love pillow or
Oh God, no.
wall art? Okay.
Never.
She has
checking.
there is a Life's a Beach thing from Home Goods in that house.
Do you have a
beach
lamp with
sign,
shells
though.
in it?
There's a beach sign over here.
My
Absolutely.
mom wanted a beach aesthetic house, but she could never follow through. Like she would collect shells and then she would just like leave them on the counter and they would eventually break over time.
She never committed to making the wreath.
My dad would angrily throw his keys on them and like beer bottles. And I think that was a passive
That's a whole
aggressive.
different. That's a different aesthetic.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's under the boardwalk.
Domestic. That's in the domestic abuse section of Home Goods.
Under the boardwalk in Atlantic City.
I like it though.
Is there a shiplap in that house somewhere?
There is not.
Oh wait, and Navy. Did you go to the Navy or someone that you know?
I did not go to Navy, but I am a Navy brat, and my parents met in the Navy. My grandparents met in the Navy. All my uncles served. I got a ton of cousins in right now, so we're a big Navy family.
You look great in navy blue.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yar, Navy and a beach aesthetic.
Well, I was a lifeguard for like 20 years, so I definitely.
I was
feel
a
like we've
lifeguard.
talked about this.
Yeah, so it's definitely a little close to my heart.
Brian Kinel doesn't have a link.
Brian Kinel doesn't have a link? Uh-oh. I thought you said you sent it to him.
No, I didn't send it. I sent it to Amy.
Well, Jesus Christmas
Jesus Christ, Frank.
All right, I'm going to send this to Ryan.
Yeah, funny enough, somebody actually put me in charge of lives at one point in my life. From 18 to 21, I was the waterfront director of a summer camp, and
so was I.
The solo lifeguard of like 24.
I had a fleet of lifeguards, but I worked for Boy Scout camp for 5 summers.
No,
really?
Shit.
Yeah.
Were you ever attracted to any
swimming, merit badge, life saving?
You were never a threat.
No.
Were you ever attracted to any of the Boy Scouts?
No.
Good
annoying.
Answer. It's a good answer. No. I wish I could say the same for
it's
working at
reason
all
175 why I don't have kids of my own.
Yeah.
It's funny that their like mantra is to put 2 fingers together though.
Scouts honor.
3.
Oh, is it 3? Yeah.
It's actually this is Scouts honor, 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink.
Yeah. Whatever your scoutmaster prefers.
Yeah, this is the Scouts honor now that they've let girls or they let fucking anybody into the Boy Scouts.
Yeah, it's a little weird
been
to
tainted.
The cupping the balls
Right. It's like this. This is the new Boy Scouts honor.
That's Eagle Scout.
It's a new salute. My brother was an Eagle Scout.
And
Ugh, such dishonor.
I made it to Eagle
Frozen.
Scout. That's not a joke.
Really? Oh,
Yeah, I
fucking
did.
Amy.
God
What was
damn it.
your Mead? What was your Eagle Scout project?
To build a fire with nothing but like everything that's around you, and that's it.
So your Eagle Scout project was simply to build a fire.
Pretty much. I mean, it's not that. I mean, you had to like craft a weapon or like craft a weapon that you can make. That you could chop a tree into enough pieces to make fire.
Guys, we're adding. Hold on, hold that thought, Mead. We're adding a fourth to. The
I'm not going to be
stream.
here long, but I want to know what pop in. And...
Oh, sounds like
No,
Mead is afraid of too many cocks.
I have shitty
Too many.
lighting. Holy moly, I'm afraid of that guy.
You should be.
Great.
You should be, because I know why. I know the difference between the 2-finger and 3-finger salute. Two-finger salute till you've been to a away with the camp counselor. Then then it's 3 because it just fits better.
Yeah, Ryan was in the
and Amy
Navy.
went away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
immediately.
There's so many interesting like Venn diagrams here because like Ryan was in the Navy. Whatever, Amy had family in the Navy.
That's right. I saw you're like, all my family's in the Navy, and I'm in the chat. I'm like, I was in the Navy. I wish I was in the stream because I have a fucking link.
Oh no!
Now we're good.
I'm so sorry, Ryan. I thought Frank had.
I
sent
just
it to
keep
you.
popping in and out,
That's
so
all
don't
right.
mind me. My Wi-Fi here is terrible.
The Wi-Fi behaves just as your boobs do in a tight top.
Yes.
Can I
That's
ask
true.
a question here? As
Sure,
a Ryan, as a service member, what's your thoughts on the current state of the governing bodies of our service?
Well, I'll make it.
It's getting weird. It's getting real weird.
Well, I'll make it really clear. So I got out a few months ago. So I separated, did 11 years, and now I'm out back as a civilian again.
He's a
which is really
whistleblower.
Nice. I wish. The whistle might get blown on me, but I don't think I'll be doing any whistleblowing. But that's one of the reasons why I'm decided not to stay in, and obviously just a lot of other stuff. But it's so, just imagine going to the DMV every fucking day, and that's kind of what working for the government feels like a lot, because it's all these things that are just done so inefficiently, so terribly, and then you throw in, oh, by the way, you have to attend this thing about why not enough Black trans women in wheelchairs are being hired. You like legitimately trying to push that stuff when you're worried about fighting wars and doing things like that. So it's a fucking mess, man. There are a lot of young people in the military, a lot of young people who, they feel like that's one of the opportunities they have because they don't have education, things like that. So there are some people that do feel that way, that want this wokeification of the military and the government. But most of the people that are, I would say, 28, 29 years and older, they kind of hate that shit. They despise it. And it's why a lot of people are getting out. And I think they're about to do forced vaccinations for everybody. And I think you're going to see a lot of people getting out during
Dropping
that time.
out, yeah.
It's going to be anchors away.
Yeah, it really will be. It really will be. I heard they were doing like dishonorable discharges though for failure to follow like lawful orders.
No,
which that can like seriously affect your like outcome for the rest of your life. That'd be devastating.
Because every job application, everything asks you if you've been honorably discharged, and if you're not, like that's huge.
Yeah. Speaking of jobs, Maine just said that everybody who was discharged or terminated from a job was not
Maine who? Is this a rapper?
Maine, the country of America's.
The state? Oh.
The state Maine.
Like if
said
you like
that
Gucci Maine, how about regular Maine?
Yeah. Said that everybody fired from a job for not getting vaccinated was not going to receive unemployment.
Wow.
Well, you normally don't receive unemployment for getting fired.
Well, terminated in any cause.
They can fight it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that's fucking
rough. Our friend Andrea, what branch is she in? Regular military?
I think
I thought Army.
On foot? Army?
Regular military.
She didn't want to get it. They
the
forced her to
ocean
get
kind?
it. There's the wet kind, the on land kind.
I'm the wet kind.
The air kind.
Yeah.
I think they all have wet kinds at this point.
I'm in the
Hell,
wet military.
Yeah. 18% female, so yeah.
That sounds fun.
I think most of the army don't get wet, but
a lot of my sexual fantasies involve the armed services, the military, etc. Woo!
I've dated like everyone in uniform, so I get it.
Even a UPS?
I'm sure I had one thrown in there somewhere.
It's like those shorts really do it for me.
Yeah, putting the
knee
service
socks.
in United Postal Service.
Just
That's
the beer belly hanging over the waist of super short shorts as he's really
We've
sweaty.
got some pretty fit UPS drivers around here.
Oh, I think they look good. Any uniform is good.
They have to lift that 50 pounds.
Janitor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you guys! I have a new shirt. I don't know if I've mentioned that yet.
Please
I love it.
Mayr.
It is.
Yes.
It's
Mayr.
I wasn't sure about it at first, but
you'll be Mayr
love it.
before Stacey Pressman is.
I want to be. Look, you can order. I thought I had to pick the colors. Me and Frank spent a lot of time picking out colors, and then turns out you can pick whatever fucking color you want, even the bad ones like yellow. Oh wait,
I like the
that looks
original one
terrible.
that shows.
That looks
this
terrible,
on
but you can
T?
order that. This is on
Teespring?
TeePublic.
Okay, good, way better.
TeePublic is cheaper,
Yeah, I like that
and
one.
I like the material a little bit.
They
better.
also don't censor your product, I guess.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
Teespring we tried to do a couple on, and they sent. Well, I guess it was just basically a picture of Keith Hernandez, but
baseball player.
It was still fucking hilarious, but they censor your stuff.
Yeah, they wouldn't let me say fuck on there. That's actually what made me change, because I just wanted to. I have a shirt that just says "fuck cancel culture."
Perfect.
That's it. And they wouldn't let me do it because they won't let you say fuck. And yeah, I didn't want that. I was like, that'd be really dumb if it's just like F asterisk CK cancel culture. Yeah, I thought that was really dumb. So
yeah,
TeePublic all the way.
Ryan's at a very interesting content creation point in his life right now, because he was doing, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're on Friday Night Tights, and you do a lot of like culture commentary and like nerd world stuff. And now that you're being out from the military, you have a whole new Patriot Outpost YouTube channel that you just got enough hours and I think subscribers to be monetized, which is amazing, because you just made that like a few weeks ago, it seems.
Yeah, 24 days. 24 days after I launched it, and I think 15 videos later, I'm up to 5,000 subs now and over 4,000 watch hours.
Awesome.
So it just, like, I wanted to talk about it. Obviously, when you're actively serving, you can't, like, saying fuck Joe Biden, even though I wouldn't be like presenting myself as a member of the armed forces. I still am talking about like technically my commander in chief, even if he does shit his diapers.
Yeah.
So there's like only so much you can say. Now I'm free of that. I can say whatever I want. And yeah, I've been holding my tongue a lot. So it's awesome now. Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice.
Look at those thumbnails.
Yeah.
Still up, huh?
Sticking it to them. I'm into all this shit. I can't get enough of these. I see a thumbnail like this, I get excited.
Oh yeah, white outlines. Fuck yeah,
I can't avoid an all caps thumbnail. I get fired up. No, I legit like everybody. I don't know. I love this content.
Sanjay Gupta has a face that's made for fucking thumbnails. Like it just looks so uncomfortable and unhappy. It's like I could throw him in there.
Yes.
Wow, he looked like such a little bitch. Like I didn't watch the entire interview. I've watched many clips. Yeah. And then he's like, my friends told me I shouldn't have gone on. It's like, your friends are also pussies. Like none of you have any balls. Like that's what it comes down to, is somebody with a different opinion than you. That's when like the real conversations start.
My favorite part about that is this guy is the chief medical correspondent of CNN. And Rogan, listen, I like Joe Rogan. He's not some fucking super uber big brain guy. He's literally just a normal dude who's asking like questions that all of us have talked about. And by being presented with a simple question outside of the 30-second scripted garbage that you see on the mainstream media, he looked baffled. He looked like an idiot. And that tells you just how deceptive it is when you see the propaganda that they're putting out.
And also how little he can coast on when he is talking to a Don Lemon or an Anderson Cooper. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I think they all get scripts and
Well, they're
they
getting
jerk each other off.
softball questions, basically. I mean, he should have just came out and said, why should children get the vaccine? What answer do you have for that? I mean, you have nothing. How many children have died? 500. And you see like the language that they use when they're talking about people who've actually died with COVID, which is basically a I can't get sued version of they haven't died
Right.
from COVID.
It's very diplomatic, very PR.
Amy, did you run and then throw up that beach, like that beach thing behind you? Was that there the whole time?
No, it was there the whole time.
You had them small so you couldn't see it.
We
you had,
were
like,
describing.
We were small. I said, I'm like, oh, there's a beach sign over here.
We were like, we know what this house is about. It's a beach aesthetic. It's a coastal
Very
lifestyle.
beachy.
Shells
I almost
Filled
bought
with
that.
Lapland, though.
Yeah, you got
I have my
bit,
prized
like,
possession is
like
I
a
have
big
pair of
nice
oars
shell.
from the Boy Scout camp I worked at. Hanging up.
I like that. You worked like real jobs like me, Amy, growing up. That's why you're like grounded.
You
like
should trade in one of those oars for a better fucking Wi-Fi router.
I should. It's been a constant battle like for years with the
You're
Wi-Fi.
really paddling upstream over
Wi-Fi
there.
is in retrograde.
Yes, it was really helpful when I was working from home during the pandemic, and I had like so many things to do, and I was working like 16 hours a day, and nothing worked.
Roughneck MP 173 for 20. I was retired from the Army, which means regular military, to injuries I sustained in Crapcanistan back in 11, and I'm very worried for my brothers and sisters in arms who are still serving. Let's go, Brandon. Oh man, thank you for your service, Roughneck. I'm imagining you're gonna be in my spank bank later.
Yeah, you're gonna imagine he's like, oh, what injuries does he have?
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking get off to this.
The injuries are gonna be part of the fantasy.
Yeah, it's
show me your injury.
And I'm gonna be the nurse, like who doesn't know English very well, who meets you out in the
Florence
fields.
Nightingale.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets shipped off to the big army base in Germany to recover from his injuries, and you're just there.
I'll be like, yes.
Yeah, exactly. No, well,
that's not German. I just sound gay.
Yes. But thanks, dude. Thanks for your service. And the whole Afghanistan thing, it happened a little before I got out, so I couldn't really talk about it too much. But that, like, I know so many people who served a lot of time there that are just infuriated by everything that went down. And just the laughing stock that it was, all basically for some sort of photo op for them to do on 9/11 to say we ended the 20-year war. And just, they haven't mentioned it in like over 40 days. It's been over 40 days since Joe Biden said a word about the people who are still stuck in Afghanistan being held ransom by our buddies, the Taliban now. Yeah. So fuck.
Not to mention the people who were executed for corroborating or like having anything to do. People who worked in the embassy who were hung from fucking helicopter blades and shit like that. It never makes the news, obviously, but nobody's gonna fucking do anything about that. It's fucking wild.
So this was just to get out on the date. That was the primary motivation.
They wanted to get out. Yeah, they wanted to get out so that on September 11th they could do a big thing and talk about, hey, look at what we've done. We ended the war that Donald Trump could, like all that stuff. That's what they wanted to do. But like, go ahead. No, you go.
Sorry. My question was there, you hear about them clearing out the embassy and they're shredding all these documents. And I'm like, don't we need those? Like, if they were already imported online, then why were they sitting there as paper to be shredded anyway? It's a huge waste of time. Or if we're just shredding them and we didn't need that, like, I don't know why that like they're shredding all these documents. And I'm like, I
could give you one reason.
Tell me.
Birdcage betting.
Yeah, there's several reasons why they're doing that, and it's not in the favor of their administration or a couple of the last. But fucked up.
It depends. Like there's basically a panic mode. We're abandoning this stuff, and you have like a list of shit that you're supposed to destroy, including confidential information, secret information, stuff like that.
Why are we keeping it on site to begin with? Isn't there some sort of cryptic thing that we can upload it to?
There is. However, it is more like it is more susceptible to being taken by someone that we don't want it to without us knowing that it's taken. So there is a lot of hard copies of shit everywhere. Like what I think is funny, when it's not funny, it's fucking disgusting. But when Biden got up there and he's like, we're going to make you pay. We're going to make you pay. And by making them pay, he means we're going to drone strike one of our translators' entire fucking families because we use the Taliban to get the information. So whenever Biden says we're going to make someone pay, the wrong people should be worried, clearly.
Yeah, so trans is great unless you're a translator.
Yes. Yeah.
Then you're fucked.
It's true.
From Jim Satala for 5. Did you guys see the budget item Tom Massey? Oh, Amy, you tease. I hope she's back.
Jesus Christ. I don't have the tits to make up for this. Jesus.
Yeah, you might. No.
I might.
Did you guys see the budget item Tom Massey posted on Twitter that shows Biden requested $20 billion to pay for COVID vax injuries to federal employees? What? I did not hear of this.
Tom Massey, huh? Guess I'll check it out.
Wow.
I'm like one Wi-Fi freezing from quitting on you guys.
No.
I think my next Wi-Fi freeze
Life's
will
a
be my
beach.
last.
Life is a
Sorry,
beach.
kids.
Spitters or quitters.
I'm gonna bring the sign with me.
Oh no. I bet you should check your router. I bet it's full of sand.
Router's a biatch.
Wait, oh my god, we have another special guest. Wow, I don't even recognize because there's no costume here. Lady Maga USA.
Oh boy.
Oh my goodness.
What's up?
To what do we owe the honor?
Well, I'm actually house sitting for a friend because she's paying me to clean her house and house sit. So I'm just chilling here.
You look like a Fed about to go to a fake protest.
These are my best imitation of the great.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, don't go near any stingrays today.
Yeah. So I'm looking a little bit like an Australian person locked up in the camp, mate.
It's all right.
The camp.
They're like checking your coffee to make sure it's full so you're allowed to walk by with no mask.
I can't believe they're doing that. But also, that is my trick for being on a plane. You know, that's my trick for not having my mask up. It's like, woo, man, it's taking me a long time to finish this cold ass coffee.
Usually wine.
Be like, I just take little sips.
Do you take your 4 airline bottles with you in your carry-on?
4 hours.
That's not a coffee. This is a coffee.
It's not a coffee. That's koala water.
Poor Australia. Australia is, I don't like the F word, but they are effed. It's horrible. They're the preview for what's coming in America if we don't stand up.
You know what's going to save Australia? Big A. What up,
boy?
Oh, hey.
Hi, Chrissy.
This is officially a clusterfuck. All right, guys, I do have plans. I have plans for us.
All right.
This episode, we talked about my T-shirt. Great. I had a big day. I actually had. Some of you guys may have known about my Hunter Biden action figure. I actually had a Russian news team reach out to me. I almost missed it. It was my Instagram DMs, and I almost missed it because it was in junk. And so they were like, we want to come over, and like they came to the house and filmed me with the Hunter Biden action figure. And I didn't know that they were Russian until they like
see an action figure.
I did not know they were Russian until they came to the house. I didn't know, and then you know, I'm basically like showing them the doll. I'm showing them the little accessories that come with it. You know, they're taking B-roll of me walking down the stairs with the doll. Like I'm explaining what it is. I'm explaining like, yeah. I'm like, how did you make the doll? I was like, well, I didn't make it. Like, this guy Andy Masterson made it. He's by Philly, and I'm texting.
Very good.
I'm blow drying my hair. Like they're about to walk in the door. I'm texting Andy Masterson. I'm like, you really should be doing this interview, but they're here. Whatever. Like I'm asking him questions. Like, how long did it take you to make these? How many man hours? Like, you know.
Are you sure they weren't Ukrainian looking for some
assets.
additional information?
They said they were Russian, and they're like, oh, it is very
Did they
funny.
ask for Coca-Cola?
they were very
you like-
fascinated with Hunter's little laptop. They were looking and
You
like
like helicopter ride?
they were looking very closely at the laptop, and then they said, "This is not the real map of Ukraine," and they kept putting their camera like really close in it, and and I was like, so they
Oh, wow.
shoot this. It's like I don't know. I guess it's a fluff piece or a human interest piece about me and my doll, and they're like, people will be interested, and I guess they other news. Like I guess Russian news outlets can buy this piece from them and show it on their news. But he's also asking me questions like, do you know about like their Ukrainian corruption? And he's like, do you believe Trump and Russia had all of this, corruption?
You're like,
too?
it's just
And,
about the doll. Just here for
and
the
like,
doll.
do you think we could do it? Would you make I was like, again, I did not make this. Like, would you make Trump doll with Russian, accessories? And I was like,
I'll
like,
be straight-
I'll be
deathmatch.
straightforward with you.
And the
That doll
guy
has
just-
microchip in it.
grown men just zooming in, like just zooming in on his face, and I'm literally doing like this. I'm like, it's a serious news piece. And I'm like, hey, I'm like, this is great. And I'm going like this. I'm like, look, and there's a shit stain,
Can
like,
you make him bend over?
yeah,
It's a
Yeah.
communist Woody.
yeah. In Ukraine, natural gas buys you.
I feel like
Boy.
Poland and Hungary, those countries are kind of calling my name eventually once we're destroyed with the
Poland.
Poland sounds based as fuck, honestly.
Yeah, they went on and shit talked fucking Australia the other day. The Poland, what was it? The ambassador that it was. This place is fucked.
Yeah, and whatever that country is, it still does that old fucking like Christmas thing where they got the blackface dude. They seem pretty based too. Whatever country that is.
Whoever has a minstrel
Oh.
poster still.
Quick question from Brian: does the doll have a Ken crotch or a Hunter hammer? I mean, it's almost kind of crazy that I do have one of a Ken arm's length. But you know what? Since you paid $5, I'm gonna pants my Ken.
It's a Hunter before crack.
Oh my god, this is about to be gay. All right, look, I don't know if you can tell,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
ew, I don't.
That's Hunter at 70
God.
mil a year.
I would
standard.
take, even though Ken's head doesn't match his body in terms of color. Like maybe he's been doing self tanning, but I would still go Ken any day. Like look at this loose arm from the 80s. Oh god, his underpants are caught in between under his legs now. All right, talk amongst yourself.
Jesus.
He had a BBL.
Oh,
Yeah.
and so I was explaining that this guy Andy Masterson started making these dolls for basically like Ryan and his buddies, because those are like, he's like, oh, I made them for all my favorite YouTubers. So he
Yeah.
made dolls for Az and Jeremy
Yeah,
from Geeks and Gamers.
I've got one on the way. I'm really excited for. It's not Hunter Biden, but why did we make a Hunter Biden one for you though?
Because this is what I was explaining to Russian media, is like I had tweets and like, oh, because I was like, oh, your dolls are so cool. I'm like, oh man, I would love a Hunter Biden action figure. And then it was this whole tweet thread of like, what accessories would he come with? And then everybody was like, chatting in the comments. And then he just made it. And then it got here in like a month. And he said it took 17 hours to make the doll and all the accessories.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
And
Ju-
guess-
like,
Manpower.
Guess how many people have hit him up to want
he's
to
a
order a
king.
Hunter Biden
Right.
doll?
100.
Well, actually, it's 50. Maybe I shouldn't have phrased it like that, but like that's still way
That's
more
still a
than I
lot.
thought. And he said if he had to sell these, they'd have to go for like over $150.
I love these fucking artists who are doing this stuff like against,
Mhm.
absolute nonsense. It's him. There's a guy in LA who does all these like throw up things about Hunter and Nancy, like anything like anti-retarded. I think his name's Sabo. He got banned from Instagram and Facebook, and I don't know if he's like actually in jail right now for it. But Sabo is an artist in LA who does all these like crazy, obviously not woke, throw up pieces and stuff like that. And it's good to see people who are talented at Sabo, the faction, yes, do these like artwork against this shit, because you see all this stupid fucking woke artwork, and having somebody who's not a retard do it is refreshing.
Well said.
Not
said.
really.
I saw this really great video on Libs of TikTok. I have to throw it up because wow, this is great. Okay, here we go.
Oh God.
Therefore, I can't trust a child to know themselves and their body. Therefore, I propose that all children be put on puberty blockers before they hit puberty. If they're not trans, cool. They can get
Is that
off
fucking
puberty
Will
blockers
Noonan?
and continue puberty as they were. If they are trans, then you just save them a lot of emotional pain from the secondary sex characteristics they have. If you say that kids are too young to know whether or not they are trans, then that means that kids are too young to know whether or not they are cis. It's two sides of the same coin, baby.
Oh my God.
We can't trust any kids to make any decisions.
Yeah, but
I
you
was
want a
wondering-
coin
Can't
with
trust
two
a
of the same
child
sides.
to know
I was wondering what
themselves and their
DJ
body.
Qualls did after Road
Therefore,
Trip.
I propose that all children be put on puberty
Oh, it's
blockers
looping.
before they hit puberty.
Yeah, that's what
If they're
Twitter
not.
does.
Ugh.
Is this like?
Young Justin Bieber. I mean, I didn't know he was woke when he first started. He is now, but
God.
I think they just say this to like really just get us pissed off. I don't think they're serious.
At some point, it's like Babylon B, right?
people are serious, 100%. And I speak out against this because I was one of those weird little kids, you know, putting on my sister's prom dress when nobody was home. And I could have been a victim of this crap. They could have told me, oh, we're going to inject you because you like to dress up like a girl. You're playing with Barbies. And then they put you on those puberty blockers and they pretend, like this person said, I've seen that video. They pretend that, oh, you can just go off the puberty blockers and then make a decision. Well, no, if you're 9 and they prevent your adolescence and you don't get an Adam's apple, you don't grow tall, and you don't develop your testes, then you get 17 years old and you have the genitalia of a 9-year-old. And that's why they're suicidal, not because of homophobia.
Yeah.
Or you get on a podcast with Kevin Brennan.
And that chick is like, don't get testy with me.
Yeah, they're absolutely serious. They really believe that it's no big deal to inject these kids with hormones, and they predatorily go after a girl who likes sports or a boy who likes Barbies and say, you know, you're in the wrong body. And they ruin their brains, they ruin their psyche, and that's why there's so many trans suicides. And of course, they blame all of us for calling a spade, but there really is an epidemic of kids killing themselves. And it's because they're watching videos like that. And they're like, yeah, sign me up. Inject me. I'm a girl. I'm 9. I know what I want. No, you don't.
Yeah. And Nick Nero here echoing the statements of not believing that these people are real. I'm sorry, but these people can't be real. They've got to be paid actors or some
Are they
BS.
talking
No
about
one
us?
is that stupid. Yeah, probably. He's probably talking about us.
How
And
many
like this
people
person
would
makes
you
it
pay
sound
to
like
take a
there's
side picture of your bicep.
this person, she makes it sound like that it's no big deal for a kid to come off trans blockers and then just resume puberty like it's a file downloading. You know, it's like that's
Yeah.
not how that goes.
Yeah, let me pause it so I can stream and then I'll resume after. Yeah, I don't think that's how it works either. I think that there are some people that just want to trigger everybody. For the most part, I think they're real people.
Yeah.
Like they're real fucking people that believe that. And like to your point about the suicide rate, there's a reason that the suicide rate for trans people is effectively exactly the same pre-op as it is post-op. It's because they have a mental illness, right? You know, like that's what it is. And for basically all other illnesses, the solution is not, oh, we're just gonna keep pretending you're sick, and we're gonna like,
Yeah.
hey, you're just gonna be sick all the time now. Yay, we'll celebrate the fact that you're sick.
Yeah.
You know, you
exactly.
come up with a solution, and it's scary.
Dive into the reasons. Like I have a friend, she thought she was transgender. I actually get a lot of messages from desperate parents because they're like, you're a drag queen, help me. My kid thinks they're the opposite gender. And one girl, this lady thought she was the opposite gender, and she would wear overalls. She would tape her breasts. She wanted to appear as manly as possible and get rid of her feminine attributes because she had been abused and she didn't want any man looking at her
Yep.
in a sexual way. So if a 14-year-old girl or even a kid is like, I, you know, all these people say, oh, my child was in the bathtub and they looked down and they said, Mommy, I don't like this. I don't want this. Red flag. That's what they need to work through, not altering their body. And especially for girls, I think most gay men, we're just gay, whatever, but especially these girls who have this deep-rooted desire to not appear sexy or feminine. Mm-hmm. I really feel like they should be exploring, why are you so afraid of people noticing your breasts or noticing your body as you develop? Why are you so traumatized by this? But now with affirmative therapy, which is being legislated across the world, especially in Canada and now the US, a therapist is legally required to affirm the child's gender identity instead of exploring what the hell is going on, because it is not normal for a kid to say, I hate my body. I'm in the wrong body.
Yeah. Isn't that so disgusting? Is like a kid is molested or abused and the standard is like we allow the child or the victim to like recede, become less of themselves, dilute themselves, become less feminine, less masculine. Like they sink into like they dissolve themselves, they push themselves away instead of like, oh, who in this kid's life has made them feel uncomfortable about their body and who they are and their sexuality and who they're growing up to be.
This is basically the same thing. I mean, in a different term, but definitively it's sexual abuse.
Yeah.
Well, it's child abuse to inject any child. Like, this is when everybody thinks I'm trans. I'm not. I just love to dress up. But the conversation.
No big deal. Yeah.
No, really, this conversation about injecting children or giving them a mastectomy or penectomy or, facial alterations before they're 18 years old, they are 100% incapable of giving informed consent to such drastic measures. And it's becoming mainstream to just pretend that it's no big deal. A lady called me the other day, a Mormon lady. Her daughter finally is out of the house and she's blaming her mom for all the trauma of being raised Mormon. She's taping her breast. She wants to be transgender, but she also was just hospitalized for suicide and the girl's cutting her arm all day long. So clearly you're not happier now that you jumped into this realm of trying to be something you're not, because clearly you didn't deal with the fundamental issues that have made you so upset. So they act like it's a cure-all. You're going to be part of the LGBTQIA. Yay, we love you. We embrace you. But they're never any happier. Now, adult people, I mean, I think Caitlyn Jenner is probably happier now. But that was a person who's a fully developed adult who can do whatever the hell they want.
Right.
So it's a tragedy. It's an absolute epidemic of manipulation and predatory brainwashing on cereal boxes and in the schools, and critical race theory pushes this, social emotional learning pushes this. And I really am passionate about this because I would have been one of those kids. I'm perfectly happy with my body. God gave me this body. And I could have been one of these kids. It's awful. It's absolutely unacceptable.
Fuck yeah. Keep this guy away from boa constrictors and shit.
I missed one of the super chats, and I think it was, here we go, from Dimagini. Imaginary line. Hail panel. Shouts to RK. Hail chat. The one size fits all jab is the worst way to follow the science. Peace from the Dark Council. Ooh.
Oh yeah. Hey, shout out to Majani. He's part of basically a big group of black people that stream. That's why they call themselves the Dark Council.
Ooh, you had me at black.
I know. It's basically that meme, Chrissy. It's essentially what it is. So.
Oh, that sounds good.
It's 5 black guys and drunk 3PO. So I guess in that meme, Jay would be on the couch, but
I'm here for it. The _ podcast with Ian Slater. Keep doing your thing. Respect my fellow creator. I wonder who he's talking to there. Thanks, the pod.
Chrissy, can you ask your friend to make a George Floyd Barbie?
Oh my God. I actually have a friend doing a George Floyd documentary. That would be so great. Sold separately.
Oh
just
my God.
Just like instead of a laptop, it just comes with fentanyl and counterfeit bills.
I would love a George Floyd doll.
Video. Be great. Yeah.
You gotta have it.
Yeah. Oh my God, he could have a little cop car.
Yeah, and then a pregnant woman counterpart.
Paw Patrol.
Yeah, and it's like the George Floyd dream house, and there's like a pregnant woman in there, like with like a gun like next to her.
It comes with a mural that gets struck by lightning every month.
Yes.
Christ
Yeah, and then
almighty.
like guys banging on the front door, like, you owe me money.
It'd make a great stocking stucker with some counterfeit cash in there. It'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Instead of a dollhouse, it's a convenience store.
Yeah, my friend Miriam Henmain is making a documentary that is like basically supporting that it's all this big false flag. It's fascinating sounding. So wouldn't be surprised at that either.
All right, guys, I gotta bounce out of here and make a
Mead.
stage for my show this Wednesday.
Ooh,
Yeah,
plug it.
Taking Secret Show to the city at the great Route 66 Smokehouse. It's on Stone Street in the Financial District. We're finally taking Secret Show to the city, so we're gonna have a lot of good comics. Geno's gonna be there, Pat Dixon, Colin Tyrell, Brian McKenna, and a bunch of people. So it's gonna be a fun time. And
Are you doing time too, Mead?
Absolutely not.
Oh.
Yeah, at Secret Show Comedy on Instagram. For details, I don't want to take any more time away from these great guests. So
No,
thanks, guys.
you're great.
All right.
Hey, nice meeting you,
Thanks,
man.
Mead.
Yeah, you too, buddy.
Have a good one.
Mead is funny. I like Mead. He went from Compound Media super fan to like actual friend to underground comedy producer. So yeah, we would because of him, like when the pandemic shit all happened and all the comedy was gone, we would just go perform in his backyard. And we've kept it going since for like a year and a half now, 2 years almost. And Andrew down here takes great photos and comes to as many shows as he can.
Awesome.
And he's just looking dapper as fuck in that house. Yeah, in the hat.
He is. Yeah, I feel like I should have worn a fucking hat now. Everybody's got fucking hats.
Oh yeah,
so.
I need a hat. I don't have a hat.
I just got my Fed hat. I don't know.
I would love to see you in your Fed hat.
All right. I'll put a Fed hat on. I got my glasses.
Ooh.
For January.
Oh my God, dude, look it.
Justice for January 6th.
Wow.
I'm just a normal Trump.
That is so
hanging out. I don't know.
funny.
I drink water. I'm
You're
from the water bottle with my government issue watch. I'm good.
Like, you didn't hear anything. That was not my beeper.
Yeah. Did you know? That George Floyd has a gaming channel. Do you guys know that? He's a YouTuber.
What?
You didn't know that?
On Twitch or on?
It's on YouTube. I'll share my screen.
Share it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I like when other people know how to share a screen.
You should contact them and try to sell the George Floyd doll through them. Like just
Yes.
have them market it.
It's George Floyd Gaming. It's a shame. His channel gets deleted all the time, and he has to recreate it. He's up to 594, but here he is. He's just George Floyd in a gaming chair.
Are you playing the game as George Floyd would?
Well, no, that's just like his screen. This is how he streams it.
Okay.
So he's just doing his thing. But shout out George
That'd
Floyd.
be so
for
great.
that
And he's just like
accomplishment.
running from every cop. That would be so fun. I
Yeah.
think there's a lot of creativity.
I agree.
Today was, what was it? Was it DC Day? They had
DC
all-
fandom, yeah.
DC fandom. A bunch of trailers came out. I know Ryan saw them. Did Lady Maga or Andrew see these trailers?
I have not, no.
Now that Superman's a picnic basket, who wants to watch that?
Oh,
They actually talked about that there, and they redefined Superman's motto is no longer truth, justice, and the American way. Nor is it truth, justice, and KY jelly. It's truth, justice, and a better tomorrow is actually what it is now.
They can all go to hell. Don't give them any money. Don't watch their movies. They can all go to hell. I just wish they would have made Black Panther gay, so all the homophobic hip hop community could have freaked out and
yeah.
what's up. But no,
I think-
it was Superman.
I think it should be truth, justice, and don't forget to take your prep. Maybe I'm old fashioned. All right. This was pretty dope. I'm gonna play the Batman trailer because
Did you share the sound?
thank God you're here. Okay.
There we go.
Thank God I brought the expert. Woo! Morbidities.
Yeah.
I'm just offended that Batman is not a black, gender, queer, non-binary, trans woman of color. I mean, It hurts. It hurts. I don't understand how he's white once again.
Yeah,
Brian,
that's
do you
true.
see that coming for a future Batman?
Well, I mean, he is black in the comics now. So they have this thing called Future State, which is why John Kent, the bisexual, which really means gay, because like once you have a character, like once you have a character who is attracted to men, you cannot have that character go back and have a relationship with a woman. Like that's not something that they're going to be allowed to do. So that character will be gay.
Gay men who are afraid to say they're gay. We all know this.
Yeah, the difference between gay and bisexual is just how many times you do it.
Yeah, yeah. So like, but then you do have a black Batman and a freaking Latina, I think it's Latina Wonder Woman, like in these Future State storylines. So I'm sure it's like a matter of time, but I'll be interested to see. I heard that, Jeffrey Wright was uncomfortable, or Jeffrey Wright's Commissioner Gordon was uncomfortable with taking the vaccine. So they might just fire him. Maybe that'll be a plot line. I don't know.
Or like
and then they try to shame the black community into getting the vax. So
wow. Yeah, I like Zoe Kravitz. There was so much hype. Like there were so many articles I've read her being like, "Oh, I'm trying to do Catwoman, but like not sexy this time. I don't want Catwoman to be this like sexual icon, whatever." Meanwhile, the first thing you see of her is like sexy boot coming out of the car, like skin tight, shiny, like latex outfit. I'm like, "Oh, okay, let's see you in some sweatpants, girl. Then you can talk about not wanting to be sexy."
Well, in that article, in that article you're talking about, Chrissy, like she appeared topless, like her. Like if you go to that article, there's like I don't like there's topless shots of her in that magazine.
Kravitz topless.
So I always thought it was a weird thing, and I think we often see these like little one-line clips that we kind of take and we just gets repeated and repeated, like Robert Pattinson not working out, So I think that maybe that was something that may have been a virtue signal, may have been a little like out of context, but at the end of the day, it doesn't look like they're doing that in this movie. So I don't know.
Ooh, supposedly Robert Pattinson shows off his sizzling chemistry with Catwoman. I didn't see any sizzling chemistry. I see he's a little bit of a red flag, and any woman's going to be attracted to that.
I like the trailer. I think that this is basically Batman year one. It's not an origin story, right? But it's a very new Batman. So you're not going to see the whole thing play out. You're not going to see him become Batman, but he has only recently become him, and he seems fucking angry. He seems like he's full of fucking rage. Like he just wants to fucking get vengeance for everything that happened. And what I like about it is there's like this portion, like the last, I don't know, like 2/3 or third of the trailer where Catwoman's like, holy fuck, this dude's like deranged. And then they show a scene in GCPD where like all the cops are like slowly backing away from him, where they have all their guns drawn at Batman and they're like slowly backing away. So it looks like he's going to be intimidating and kind of unhinged, which I think is cool.
Why is he going to cops? Is that going to be sort of a message that, he's defending the innocent from the brutality of the police or something? It's kind of a
What's that again?
Why would he be going against the cops? Wouldn't the cops be on the side of Batman helping him out?
Well, they're scared of him.
Well, so this is Batman year one. And even in, all of take like the Christian Bale ones, because that's the ones people have seen the most. The police are after Batman. Like the police are after Batman throughout the majority of those films. And it's Gordon has that relationship, but it's what kind of position Gordon can get into and what kind of influence he can have on the certain cops around him. But even the ones like that aren't in his precinct or whatever, like Batman's a vigilante. He's a crazy fucker out there destroying equipment, hurting people with no court involved. So
are they going to say that like this Batman has white privilege? I bet we're going to see those come out.
I imagine.
Put it all in there. Which woman in all of the Batman movies of all time is the most beautiful woman in the movies? I'll start Kim Basinger.
Oh, I was gonna say Halle Berry was pretty hot. No, wait, wasn't she in 007? Fuck, or was she in both?
She was in Catwoman.
She was Catwoman. She wasn't in like a Batman movie, but so you're gonna take Kim Basinger. Yeah. I mean, so what are the other options? Like Michelle Pfeiffer, Anne Hathaway, Katie Holmes. Obviously, no one's gonna choose Maggie Gyllenhaal because she looks like a fucking thumb. But she looks way too much like Jake Gyllenhaal. That's the problem.
There's nothing attractive about her. I mean, she's okay, but I don't understand why they would put. We went from Kim Basinger to Maggie Gyllenhaal or whatever, and it's a shame. Bring beautiful women back into movies. That's what I would like to see. Even though
based. You know who I'd love to see as Catwoman is fucking Margot Robbie. I think would do great because we've already seen her like test out her sort of like crazy skills in Suicide Squad, but I don't know if that's like a conflict of interests or too close.
She's too white.
I wish we would have got Ana de Armas.
Who's that?
So if you saw the most recent Bond movie, she's that like hot chick that's in it for like 5 minutes in Cuba where Bond's fighting with her. She used to be fucking Ben Affleck before Ben Affleck decided to date someone who was twice her age, who happened to be J-Lo.
She's hot.
Yeah, I like her.
Boy. Wow. Hold on, I gotta pull her up. Hope there's no nudes. So this is her, yes? Ooh, and she looks good with bangs.
Yeah, I like Ana de Armas.
Do you like blonde or brunette?
Well, she'd have to be a brunette for this role.
Okay, true.
She was brunette. She was gorgeous in No Time to Die. I want to see if I can find that. You're just gonna scroll by tits, I think, if you go by far enough.
She looks a little bit like Kendall Jenner if she had to worry about money.
Yeah, Ana de Armas. See if I can find it good. Here you go. This is the picture I'm looking for. Oh, god damn it.
Speaking of hot, I don't know how long he's been sitting in the waiting room, but my goodness. Cripp Daddy!
Oh, no.
Crippled Dave Chappelle is here.
Hey, what's up?
How's it going, boys?
I've always said that Donovan is like a crippled Dave Chappelle.
And I like to believe that I am. I'm black from the waist down.
I've yet to see it.
That's why my legs don't work.
We're talking about Ana de Armas.
Yeah,
she's
playing Catwoman or Catman.
Wow.
Yeah, like I this is who I wanted to get the role. I like what Zoe Kravitz did in that trailer. Like I liked it, but when I like from a visual standpoint, I was like, yeah, that's Selena Kyle.
Yeah, no, for sure.
She's hot.
Well, maybe they equal as cat birthing person.
Oh God, cat birthing person.
Cat.
Thank you, Strong Therapy, for the $4.99. Oh, I missed a super chat. Let's see. Let's squirrel up. Squirrel. From Joshua Chrissie, Kinel, and friends. This is great, but I have not heard Kinel say cocksucker yet. What's up with that? Make this every Saturday night. Hail, Friday Night Tights. Love you guys. I don't know if he was saying cocksucker. Maybe he was saying corksucker or
I think. Well, I do say that a lot because sometimes it's like, oh, you can't. People are like, if you call something gay, people are like, oh, you can't say this. I'm like, cocksucker. So I use that insult a lot, but So Joe Biden's a fucking cocksucker. How about that?
He is.
Is that what you wanted?
He is.
He pretends that butter pecan ice cream is a nice soft cock.
Yeah. It's been aged 13 years.
Yeah,
yes.
It's got bits of pecan in it.
You can't know the difference in dementia, though. To be fair.
It helps with dementia, doesn't it? The ice cream? Something about the licking and the cold.
Is that a real thing?
Yes, it's a real thing. That's why the whole freaking White House is on the ice cream plan. That's why freaking Pelosi's got a $25,000 extra fridge full of ice cream.
Oh, yes.
Well, 2 scoops. 2 scoops.
That's her name back in college. JH. Oh, I'm echoing. I think that might be on either Cripp or check your things. Okay, JH for 5. Thoughts on trans secretary and paternity leave? I didn't know there was such a thing.
Not trans secretary, transportation secretary.
Whoops.
Pete Buttigieg. Sorry.
I'm like, who's the trans?
He's not trans. He is a woman, but he's not trans. So
yeah.
Can't keep up with all this.
So Buttigieg is the transportation secretary in the midst of this like supply shortages that we're having because there's problems with shipping. There's actually problems in the transportation department. But since he and his husband recently, by recently I mean like 2.5 months ago, adopted 2 newborn children, he's been on paternity leave.
Wow. I would like to see some stretch marks for that.
Yeah.
But they're probably on his asshole.
Yeah.
Women get used to it.
So that's started a discussion.
That's how babies are born.
That's like started a discussion about the paternity leave in general, and I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing when companies offer you a certain amount of time off after you have a child, whether that's your wife had a child, whether that's you adopted a child. But I do think it needs to also make sense, and for him to be gone effectively for like 2 months after he's the secondary caretaker, not the primary caregiver, he's the secondary caregiver for these 2 children that they adopted in the middle of a crisis. I think that's kind of bullshit, especially when, men in the military get 14 days paternity leave, 21 if you adopt. And that's through the entire adoption process.
Wow.
So I think that's the comparison to make instead of with private companies. Comparison's government job to government job, and that's kind of bullshit.
Well, to be fair, it takes men longer to lactate in order to be able to breastfeed. So.
No, they lactate. It just comes from somewhere else.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but the last time I did that to my child, I got sent to jail.
That must have been awkward.
It was kind of unfair. It was a little bullshit, in my opinion, but
yeah,
the judge didn't mind. He was cool about it.
Oh my God, another super chat from Epstein's Ghost. Whoa. Chrissy, somehow your beauty makes this bunch of mugs seem decent. Hail, Chrissy. Keep up the great work. Wow. Thanks, Epstein's Ghost. You're not so bad after all.
Chrissy, as I was watching before I came on, people are making some nasty comments in there, like positive comments toward you. Do you ever get creeped out by that?
No, not yet. I have a high creep tolerance being from Long Island and having a low self-esteem. So, yeah, I mean, I'm open. The bar is set pretty high, guys. So bring it with everything you have.
Yeah. I think that being a woman in this sphere of the internet, you kind of have to be used to understand, I guess, how that's going to go, and also realize that it's the fucking internet. So
yeah, it is the fucking internet. And I'm echoing again. I'm going to blame Big A or crippled Dave Chappelle.
I think it's Big A.
I think it's Big A.
That wasn't my fault.
Okay, you're watching porn. What's going on over there? Yeah.
I'm not watching anything.
It's very much like being a comic for 10 years and hanging out with a lot of people who have a dirty sense of humor. And also, that's kind of my sense of humor and ripping on each other. And, then you learn, this is kind of the way that guys bond. And there's more guys that do comedy. There's more guys kind of in whatever alt-right YouTube space I found myself in. So I guess it worked out.
Yeah.
I have a lot of it as me, but I do get messages for Lady Maga, and they're all named like Umbuku Undokobak from or Mohammed Baba, whatever, from the Middle East. So I just feel like if nothing else works out, I can always just respond to their messages and be like, all right, just give me the plane ticket. I'll go live in Nigeria with the prince, I guess.
For those of you who haven't seen Lady Maga in all her glory, it's pretty fantastic. And I have to get your ab regime or something. Great makeup. I'm going to scroll. I don't want to.
You sound so bitter and jealous.
Me?
Yeah, you're like, you look so good.
You do look so good. No, it's okay. I'm not jealous. I love Lady Maga. We did an episode together way back when. This was supposed to be Sober October, but I was like, you know what?
I wasn't going to mention it, but I thought I remembered you saying something about doing Sober October.
Yeah. I'm going to work out tomorrow morning.
Well,
I was going to...
She tells, I'm like, are we drinking? Because she invites me on. Didn't send me the fucking link, of course. She did invite me on.
Sorry.
And I'm like, are we drinking? And she's like, It's sober October, but you can drink. And I was like, I've been talking all week about Superman getting fucked in the butt with like Kryptonian lube and shit, and that's the gayest thing I've heard, that you're not drinking during October. So.
Bow, 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 bow. Speaking of gay, I have another trailer for us to watch. Have you guys seen The Suicide Squad?
Yes.
I did.
Okay. All right. Well, Big A, buckle in, strap up, strap on.
Strap in, strap on.
Yep. Trash.
Watch
Trash, you say?
So.
that lady like her, I can just go to Walmart. Like, I'm over it. I'm over it. Bring back beautiful women, please. Bring back Singer. Bring back, you know, attractive people. I'm sick of it. I'm just saying. I know I sound.
You don't find John Cena attractive?
No, not at all. Nope. Connery for me.
I don't like that trailer. I have really no interest in this Peacemaker show. I did like his character in the Suicide Squad because it was one of like 10 characters. And I thought that like in that way, I thought it was fun. Like I thought some of the shit was funny that he did. I thought it played a good role with everybody else. But I have no interest in watching, you know, an 8-episode series of just that shtick from John Cena over and over again.
Yeah.
And I also have no interest in them making him relatable or like bad dad shit or whatever. You know, just like I liked what they did before, at least to a certain degree.
It was a great character when you're only seeing it like 1/10 of the time. It's like he has one note to hit. So why does this show exist? Like, how many episodes is going to be in this? I have no idea. And it's
6 to 8 probably.
Ugh. And they definitely, I think, are trying to be like The Boys, like superhero gone bad. I just don't know. Can you coast off of John Cena's hot bod? Maybe.
We're gonna try.
No.
We're gonna try.
Well, it's a HBO Max series, right? So,
Did any of you watch the what was it? Fuck. The
Squid Game.
no, the other HBO superhero. It got canceled. It didn't
Sex
do
in the
it.
City.
That's the one. The Sopranos.
Titans, Doom Patrol.
The Watchmen.
Oh yeah, that's fucking god awful.
Oh, that one was real bad. That was a disappointment.
Did that come out recently?
Like a year and a half or two. It's oh my god. That was an abomination.
Went way too hard with the whole
identity politics.
Yeah, just really heavy into that. Which I mean, I expected some, but it was like the entire thing.
They're like, oh, by the way, we're gonna make this entire thing about some fucking racial segregation, race riots. We're gonna make Dr. Manhattan a black man, you know, just for the hell of it. So
then he would be Dr. Bronx.
Exactly. That's a good one. That was a real good one.
Dr. Brown sounds good. Like I don't know.
Dr. Bronx. Yeah.
I would watch that HBO series.
Everybody's black now. Who's excited for the Black Little Mermaid?
Jesus.
Yeah, except she probably can't swim. Stream is down? Is that because
we showed I bet it
the trailer?
Probably.
Okay.
Just don't play it, it'll probably come back. Or don't play anything else, it'll probably come back.
Okay.
That can happen. I still have it.
All right, fine.
Is it back?
You know what? Let's just perform for us. Okay, we're back.
It's back, yeah.
Maybe that untasteful joke I made is cut out.
No, that was Warner Brothers. What they'll do is it's like you're playing copyrighted material, stop broadcasting, or we'll shut the stream down. So.
Ooh, I'm so scared.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. While we were gone, we played a bunch of gay porn. So that was blame Chrissy.
Ryan, you would love a show on Compound Media called In Hot Water.
Oh, yes.
They they play gay porn, but like, you know, there's always a reason for it. It's like just to punctuate a point.
I don't know.
You know?
You say that, but the first time I ever went on In Hot Water, they started showing dudes shitting on other dudes' dicks.
I did. Yeah, that was the one.
I just thought that was what gay porn was. Is that not, is that
I
not
mean,
it?
it is, but it's still like
And they were like sucking on a chili dog. They put that song to it, and it was just
Yeah.
somebody like shitting on a penis
Oh,
and
man.
then
No.
blowing. And I was like, "There's so many things that I will do, but I won't do that."
I know this because they invited me. They're lining me up to be on that show, and I've never heard of it or seen it, and I agreed. But if that's what they're going to be putting on there, I'm not doing it.
That's not every time. They did that like what, months ago? Was that like a thing
Like
from?
2 weeks.
yeah.
They haven't.
I mean,
Honestly,
I don't want to do that.
I'm honestly, they haven't
They haven't
done
done it
that
in a while.
much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
agreed. It was just
It's
that one
aimed down.
time that it's like
No.
seared into
Yeah.
my memory.
Well, shit. Then I'm not interested. Then.
Oh,
Not every time.
Epstein Ghosts thinks that Hillary got my stream. Oh, but she'll never take
It was
Oh,
those Russian.
freedom.
It was those Russian reporters.
Yeah.
that
Russian
You started telling
news.
about the story.
No, me and Anton really bonded, and I kept making the same joke over. I was like, "Can we get you guys anything to drink? Do you want any like, you know?" And
Vodka.
Frank's like, "Do you want water?" I'm like, "No, they drink vodka." Like I said that 3 times. I was
Going
crushing it.
fucker.
So like, so a couple people just reach out, and you're like, "Yeah, come to my house. Here's my address." And
I
they show up, and they're
was
Russian
A little
KGB
nervous
agents.
that we did invite men from Instagram to come to the house to film something for news, but it all worked out. Everyone
How was their
behaved.
English when they contacted
Not
you?
great. Well, shoot, Frank,
You
how
were
was
really
the English?
desperate to have these people
I
come
wasn't
over.
desperate. There were messages and they were okay. I didn't know they were Russian until they showed up. You can't read an accent. Yeah. Maybe they were doing Google Translate for the messages. But as soon as they get here, I was like, oh, they're very Russian. So they're like, what do you think of Trump and Russia? I was like, uh-oh. I
What were
should have
they
studied for
wearing?
this.
What were
Yeah.
they wearing?
Shirts. One had a what were they wearing, Frank?
That just
They
came
were
over
well
topless.
dressed.
Suit.
As one had a suit.
Casual looking suit.
Anton was casual
The other dude was
business.
in, I think slacks and a long sleeve shirt.
All right, so we're
What was
talking
Vladimir wearing?
business casual and then
Or
someone in a
Vladimir.
suit. They were like, look, it's so cute. They look at the little crack pipe. Zoom in on the little crack pipe. Do you have one of those but bigger?
I need to see this like final this final article, this final video, wherever it's up on Russia News Today or whatever it is.
Whew. Yeah, I don't know. And they were zooming in on they really thought this was hilarious, like the Ukrainian natural gas for dummies. They kept they're like, can you
Hilarious.
pretend you're reading it? I was like, oh, here we go.
Were they from RT News? Is that who they were with?
No, not RT
Storyful.
Storyful. That's real, right? Storyful.
You're gonna like look it up. It's like me. Oh fuck.
Imagine it's like all just scat porn. Here we go. News and content. Intelligence. Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
boy.
Oh no.
Oh, boy.
It's literally on their website.
Understand the new
That's not
information
good.
environment. Oh God, am I going to be on the intelligence page? Reporting, technology, methodology. We stalk Instagrams to get stories.
Yeah.
Oh wow, we'll see.
Oh,
Maybe
boy.
it'll be a teachable moment if it goes bad.
All right.
Here we go. Buy or sell video. So my video will be here to buy or sell. Oh God. Yeah, so it's like they're like news pimps, basically. I wonder if animals, news. I might be in human interest. Look at this. Look at this funny. Look at the sad baby.
Look
This
at it.
Russian child looks like they have a job already.
Well, I think when you get a new baby in the house, you're required to go get a job. So I think that's
Yeah.
they know the deal now. They're like, "Fuck, my free ride's over."
I was the baby until little Vladimir showed up. Wow. I'm excited.
Just a Lamborghini is trending.
Is that Pete Gig plug in the background there? I can't. The picture's kind of small.
A butt plug?
Pete Butt name is that him in the back? I can't tell.
I'm
No.
echoing again.
It's an actual woman.
I think he is an actual woman. I think he is as natural of a woman as anybody else.
So Pete Buttigieg actually was the mayor of South Bend, Indiana, which is about 30 or 40 minutes from where I live, or where
Wow.
I lived in Indiana. So I've like heard so much about this guy while he was like running during the Democratic primaries, and everything. Mayor Pete, fuck that piece of shit. Dude literally did nothing as mayor. Nothing as mayor.
Can you tell me how you really feel, though?
I could, not on YouTube, but yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, it was a bad combo from the start because he has the word "but" in his name, ruling over. Oh, bang! I mean, it's it's just kind of like it was meant to fail.
But
I mean,
but a
you
gag.
say it's meant to fail, but that would have been my like selling point. I would have seen that on the ballot. I'd have been like, "Fuck yeah, that's my dude."
Well, he was in New York. He was in New York trying to collect money from like the elites of New York as well. So I don't know. I feel like that's squirrely.
Wait,
Yeah, do what you gotta do, right?
I mean, just like from the standpoint of them, think of it as like woke marketing, basically, for a politician. Like he's young, he's a decent speaker if you don't actually listen to what he says, right?
Looks good in a suit.
He's gay. He has a husband with adopted kids. I don't know. Maybe the kids are black. That'll put him in the next fucking level. Then he's also former military. So like he has that to lean back on for people that are like, whatever. He's like, well, I did serve and think he was the regular military, as Chrissy would say. I'm pretty sure he was Army. But yeah, so there are like things there that people that look at and like project politicians out.
Oh my God.
Jesus fucking Christ, bless you.
Oh God, I never sneeze.
God bless you.
Put on a mask. I don't feel
Yeah, come on now.
You sneezed yesterday on Friday Night Tights. Yeah, you do. You gotta disinfect that now.
Disinfect it from myself.
Grab a Kleenex. It's
I think future Chrissy won't care about a little sneeze on her microphone.
You got some on the webcam.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
It's dangling from your microphone. There's a little.
No, it wasn't that kind of sneeze. It wasn't
It's like
the droplets. Fauci's gonna come get me.
Slimer.
You gotta wear your mask inside.
You gotta wear your mask. Man, I'm so happy about Tyler Fisher shooting a fucking a movie with Gina Carano right now. I'm like looking in his Instagram stories. It's like a boomerang of the two of them, and I was like, oh my God, I feel like my best friend's going out with my crush,
That's awesome. And
crazy.
Samara Armstrong's in it too.
Yeah, and Nick Searcy.
Earl.
Yeah.
Love her.
And Cowboy fucking Cerrone. Which I didn't know he was like looking to get into that, but that's cool. But yeah, like Samara Armstrong, who's someone who's like very fucking vocal and has been like hard canceled by everybody. If you follow her on Instagram, she's extremely vocal about shit. So that's really cool to see her, a part of that. And it's sad that that's kind of where we're at. That Hollywood is just so fucking broken at this point that you kind of just have to do your own thing and build your own shit. And I don't want this whole Daily Wire thing. I don't want it to turn into conservative Hollywood.
Really?
It's not what it should be, right? I want it to be normal fucking shit. This is a movie about like Montana in the 1870s, So I don't think there's going to be too much like current day political messaging, because if it is, I don't think it'll be as successful as it could be. So I hope we just focus on good movies.
I think a conservative Hollywood is impossible. Just everything about it, it's like Hollywood was founded on kind of like the seeds of Hollywood were like basically immoral and like pretty disgusting and like riddled with abuse. So, and just I think chances are you're gonna have more religious people, maybe more people with morals. I don't know. It seems if we're generalizing conservatives, odds are probably more right-leaning, probably more religious, wanting to be very much dislike Hollywood. But Hollywood is the only example of a scene where we're getting movies from, basically. So it's like people who compare, like the only female comic they know is Amy Schumer. So that's their basis of comparison for every female comic they see. Like, for example, I did really great at a show once, came off stage, and some guy was like, wow, you remind me of Amy Schumer. And I was like, cool, now I'm suicidal. But then I realized like that's just his only basis for comparison.
Did you ask him pre-pregnancy or post-pregnancy? That would be like a very determining factor in how I felt about that after.
Yeah. Woohoo!
I actually decided to be gay after I watched her special, to be honest.
Oh my God, she pushed you over the edge.
I made that lifestyle choice, once I watched her special and she was talking about the dripping and the pink folds and all that.
Ugh.
Yeah, I became more straight after her special.
I remember, like, it seems like an alternate timeline ago. I remember in like 2007 or something when Gutfeld, instead of being like the biggest late night show, regardless of whether it's on cable news or not, he was doing Red Eye at like 3 a.m. on Fox News. And I remember specifically, I think there was an episode with Steven Crowder and Amy Schumer, both on that show.
Man, that's right.
So it's crazy how everything's gone, for everybody
I still think
involved.
about how Steven Crowder voiced a character in Arthur.
What? Really?
Yeah.
A brown character?
He voiced some character in the cartoon Arthur for children.
Wow, how wholesome.
He's an amazing voice actor. Is he back on YouTube? I know he was kicked off.
He's got a hard strike, so I think he's got a week or something.
They got a big hard strike. What was it over?
The Loudon, the trans...
The kid in the bathroom saying, I'm wearing some nail polish today. I think I'll on the girls and sexually...
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he stood up for that, and you can't speak out. Black people can loot and riot and shoot up a school, no problem. Gay, I guess, LGBTQIA people can sexually assault someone in the bathroom, and even Crowder can't talk about it because it's transphobic. That's why he was kicked off, because you can't call a spade and say little girls deserve their own damn bathroom.
I have to address a rumor. This is very important. Phil Walsh, is it true that you've been sleeping with Big A this whole time? Okay, I have to come out and say it. Yes, this whole episode, I have been sleeping with Big A.
Yeah, that's the laugh of confirmation right there.
Andrew, you were like a Red Eye fan. You know a lot of those comics because I think a lot of those Red Eye comics would go on Opie and Anthony, and you were like an old school, like ride or die Opie and Anthony fan.
He definitely, and also Bill Schultz was also on.
Oh yeah, Bill Schultz.
Bill Schultz was like always. Andy Levy, I think, was on there a lot. Jim Norton used to go on all the time. Like once a week, Jim Norton would be on.
And Anthony Cumia also was on it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the comics and
a lot of worlds colliding. I love to see it.
I love that show. I thought it was fucking hilarious. But it was just like so different from like a lot of other, obviously completely different anything you saw on Fox News. Like these people who, instead of like a traditional, like kind of conservative take, they were like, it was a little more like libertarian. So like they would talk about being good with legalizing drugs and like all these things that are like very mainstream, like libertarian things now, but weren't so much mainstream back then. So it was an interesting show and it was funny. I liked it.
Did you guys watch Ron and Fez? Dun dun dun. Relevant comment from Damien. Big A was also a big part of the Ron and Fez show.
Hi, Damien. Oh.
Yeah. Hi, Damien.
Hi, Damien.
Damien is my Australia expert. I'll be doing a live stream with him next Tuesday. He's my clip man. He makes my clips.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you said something else.
He's my clip man, not
he's my clit dude.
Clit man. Yeah, he comes over and deals with my clit.
He just chops it right off.
I lay down and he just stomps on it. And I can't feel a thing. I didn't watch Ron and Fez. I think I would watch. I think I caught on more when he was doing shows like with his daughter, which I know was kind of recently.
Yeah, Gail.
Yeah.
Gail Bennington, yes.
Are they still doing any in-person shows at Sirius, or is it kind of like limited staff, limited guests?
I think they're back.
They're back.
Last week.
Okay, cool. Maybe we'll try to sneak in again.
Jim
and Sam are back.
Sam are back in Sirius XM, yeah.
I was on Jim and Sam once, but virtually. I'm gonna keep trying though. I'm gonna I'm gonna stay on their dicks till I can get back on.
I'm gonna stay on their dicks till I come.
I'm just gonna come.
Yeah, I'm gonna come. I need a soundboard. All right.
I need one of those too.
I talked about the Russian news team. Wow, I covered everything I wanted to. Oh, right, their show. We were supposed to be performing tonight. Comedians of the Compound. We're going to be in Lakewood, New Jersey, but that is not happening, obviously, because this is happening. We're going to be doing it tomorrow, aka today, but Sunday at 6 p.m. Same spot. Your tickets are still good there, so please show up. I think George Alexopoulos is coming. G Prime, the famous cartoonist who I interviewed a couple days ago, and Peyton Sinclair, who we did anal ring toss with on Wet Spot. So a lot of friends coming by.
Hell yeah.
Good times. Hold on. I want to show this clip of, did I lose it? Oh, right. Greta Thunberg. Oh, you sent it to
anal
me.
ring toss?
Yeah, we played anal ring toss. And I said to Peyton Sinclair, who was, she's very enthusiastic. So she was willing she got completely naked. And I was like, you don't need to do that. And
Is there any
like,
other
no.
way to play anal ring toss?
She was like, no, I want to do this. I'm thorough. So she got totally naked, got into a little plastic fishy pool that I bought.
That's not the first time got totally naked.
Oh, no. I'm locked out of my Twitter. What's happening here?
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait. No. Here I come. Here it is. Okay. Sorry for the technical diff. Okay, here it comes. I'm going to share this. This is Greta Thunberg. Wow, we haven't heard or seen from her in a while. But
my heart. I just gotta, pray before you show Saint Greta.
Saint Greta.
She's right up there with George.
Yikes. What and where is this? She got a little bit of a haircut because she's not really.
She's greasy.
She's a little greasy. What is this? Who is that? Is that a minion but grown up?
All the minions.
Yeah. It's like an adult minion.
I mean, autistic people do like minions. That's just science.
She is autistic.
What the fuck?
Where is this?
Any other guy.
I feel like her accent's not real now that I listen to her sing. Was it Rick Roll by Greta Thunberg?
Good job, yeah.
She dances autistic. Why are they screaming for this?
Wow.
She rickrolled the world. I should have watched that clip. If I did, I would not have played it. Just raw dogged the whole podcast with it. So I apologize. No, not again. No.
Already, guys, now I'm gonna have to go.
How?
You know the rules, and so do I.
I was just like, what are they announcing at the beginning?
Something in Swedish, where the fuck she's from. That was very incredibly cringe. But the fact that people are cheering and excited to see Greta Thunberg do something like that is very weird. The cult of personality that gets established, that gets pushed by like the mainstream media on some of these people is legitimately fucking
It's
insane.
cultish. More like Greta can't carry a Thunberg.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Could you guys not make fun of special needs people in front of me? It kind of.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. We triggered you.
I don't rightly care for it. She rode the short bus with me to school, so it's kind of a personal thing. If you guys could just refrain a little bit, I would appreciate that. Thank you.
Sorry, we
There you go.
Triggered you, Donovan.
It's just a respect thing. That's all. Yeah.
It was so fucking weird. I have a couple questions. Where was everyone's masks? My other question
True.
is, how did Greta Thunberg get there? Did she fly? How did all those people get there? I feel like all those people being together can't be good for the ozone. I feel like
Right.
there's a lot of a lot of greenhouse gases that were probably emitted by all those fat middle-aged women who ate too many tacos beforehand. So I don't know. I have a lot of questions. I don't think this is going to lead to a greener society.
I agree. I think that this might have. Wow, that's really tough. Was this worse than the Colbert Big Pharma dance? I think Colbert's. That's going to be pretty hard to top for a while.
Yeah, that one was real bad.
Oof.
No one's ever respected
yeah.
Greta Thunberg. People used to think Colbert was okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. From Slosher for 24 Canadian California dollars. Here is $1 for every chromosome Greta Thunberg has. Is that the right amount? Wait a minute.
Holy fuck.
Wow.
Pretty good.
If you got that, that's a smart joke. Thanks.
That's a good one.
Damn. Yeah, they really have a whole cult around her. And I think she's kind of trapped. Like, this amount of attention is too much to ignore for an autistic person. Like, you can't walk away from this much validation and acceptance. Like, she's not just gonna go live off the grid or like be low key somewhere.
She's gonna go full Britney Spears in a couple of years.
Okay, Frank found the story behind this video, the reason for why she was. You DM'd it? Okay, we have to get you a microphone, Frank. That's where we're at.
I think that like the same thing with like Fauci, right? You've got this dude, like that's a different story because he lived his whole life without really being like super relevant, other than when he like got a bunch of people killed from an AIDS vaccine. But like now he's just the center of attention for all this stuff. You think he'll ever let this end like with any of his own will? No.
Nope.
He loves the attention. He loves the fact that he's looking like an absolute bitch throwing out first pitches at Nationals games. Like he loves that he's on all these shows and with a book deal, a documentary. Dude will never let anything go.
Yeah, he's never gonna give you up, and you is the Rona.
Yeah.
Now she sings too. Greta, I know it's Thunberg, but I'm just gonna keep saying Thunberg because I hate her. They're never gonna give you up. To the best. Okay, where was this? She seems to have succeeded in the next coup. The Swedish climate activist Greta Thunberg surprised visitors to a concert in Stockholm in favor of climate protection with a singing interlude together with another climate. Oh, this freaking grown-up minion is another climate activist. The 18-year-old tried her hand at the 80s hit Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley on Saturday evening in front of a cheering crowd and tried to dance to it. The Swedish newspaper Aftonbladet, according to it, was the first time that Thunberg showed her singing skills, and let's hope it's the last.
The last.
After the performance, she revealed to the sheet, "We're just teenagers, after all, fooling around with each other, not just the angry kids the media often portrays us as. You clearly didn't expect this, did you? How dare you?" says Greta Thunberg by rocking the crowd at the Climate Live 2021 concert. You know, if they really cared about the climate, they would have used zero electricity, gas. Just do it in the dark somewhere.
Yeah, let's encourage a bunch of people to travel a long distance so that we can talk about how bad things like commuting are.
Yeah.
Right.
Show business is not entirely foreign to Greta. Both her mother, Milena Ehrman, 50, and her sister are in the music business. Like that Aftonbladet further noted. Mother Milena is actually an opera star and even had Sweden in her 2009 Eurovision Song Contest to represent. So she comes from she's a theater kid. She's from a showbiz family. This is all an act.
You honestly didn't need to tell me that she was a theater kid. She has big theater kid energy.
Yeah.
Big
only
theater
thing worse
dick energy.
than a regular theater kid is an autistic theater kid.
Yeah.
Is there any other kind?
I was gonna say
those are the two kinds.
A little redundant, but I get you.
Yeah.
Do Swedish chicks shave their pits nowadays?
I think so.
I was gonna say maybe that's how they can kind of save the planet. Their showers are shorter and they're not plugging in electric razors.
Are you basing this all off of European vacation?
Pretty much.
Is that not accurate?
I wonder how much less time you would spend in the shower every day if you did have armpit hair versus not. I want to see the numbers on that.
I think it's more. It's more to wash.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to know that if is it 2 seconds? Is it 3 seconds every day? Greta, why are you shaving your pits if that's the case? Or why aren't you?
She smells though. I guarantee it. She just looks greasy, and the little strand of hair over here with the grease in it. I guarantee she stinks.
I'd rather watch Greta Thunberg's Got Talent than like watch another one of her speeches, honestly. Because like this is genuine. Her trying at singing, like that's real. That's like coming from her retarded heart or whatever. Like the speech. She doesn't write her own speeches.
That was embarrassing. Yeah, I mean it's funny to laugh at fucking car accidents. So I shouldn't say that. It's not funny to laugh at car accidents.
Where no one gets hurt.
It's fun to watch car accidents. It's fun to watch dumpster fires, and that's what that shit was. So, yeah. I love laughing at car accidents when no one gets hurt. It's my favorite thing to do.
Yeah. I love a lot of traffic, and then you're like, I hope there's a car accident. Like every time we're stuck in a ton of traffic, Frank is always like, I better see a body on the floor.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
I better see a severed head.
If I'm gonna get delayed 20 minutes, somebody better fucking died for that shit. And if they didn't, it's gonna piss me off.
Yeah, the day Paul Walker died, dude, I pissed myself laughing. So funny.
Really?
Yeah, it was hysterical. Did you watch it?
He was too cute to die.
That's what every woman says.
He had so many good films left in him. By films, I mean loads.
He had so many great roles left to play. Like the same fucking dude over and over again.
Yeah.
I was really hoping to see him in fucking Fast and Furious 13.
I really wanted to see him in several more Beach Bro roles. Oh, let's see what's going on in the chat. Move to Spain. They line up along the motorway after an accident. They don't hide the gory bits on the news. Spain is based.
I did see. I didn't see what happened.
Big A, what's going on? We're echoing. I'm gonna kick you out of the chat.
What?
I'm gonna take him out to see if it's him. Are we still echoing?
Hello.
Yep, it was Andrew.
I hear like a tiny one, but it's not bad anymore.
Okay.
It's not me.
Okay. Andrew, I'm
Hello?
letting you back in.
Andrew's
What
back.
did I do?
What exactly? What didn't you do? I think it's fine.
It's all good.
Were you saying something, Ryan, or did I?
I was, but I have no idea. I think it was probably going to be about somebody like a car accident or some shit, but I don't remember.
Yeah. From Mr. Grant Gregory, my new favorite. What are you from? France
Australia.
Or something like yeah. My favorite joke is Donovan's pedo uncle joke. Oh yeah, Donovan, are you getting a lot of backlash about that joke because you posted it online? I happily retweeted it. It was so good.
I've only gotten 2 comments so far about how joking about people having sex with children is wrong, which I also agree. Having sex with children is wrong, but it feels kind of good.
No.
No, Donovan, no.
I wouldn't know.
Bob
I'm just saying.
Dave Chappelle, you're the new Bob Saget.
I don't know that we're gonna be able to explain it in words, so I'm just gonna play it because it's just it's a work of art. Wait from the beginning.
You know who is worried about pedophiles? You can get mad, but it's true. My uncle was a pedophile.
No.
This is when you opened for Doug Stanhope. Where was this?
Do you know
in Chicago?
Did you go to your nephew's grade school play with a camcorder attached to your hand? Knowing you were the reason there's a little red dot on that? You never did anything to me though, which kind of really said something about his character. Because it would have been so fucking easy. Listen, young me was super fucking cute. I was adorable. and very irresponsible.
Oh, little Cripp.
I was fucking very. I was like the goat from Jurassic Park. It was a T-Rex. I was just fucking Mead.
Oh,
But he never
man.
did it. He didn't do it. And you know what? I have fucking respect for him. Because he was an honest, red, white, and blue-blooded American who knew if he wanted something right, he fucking worked for it. Like a real man.
Wow.
How is your? How is your? How is that still up?
Yeah.
Let's play it again.
Because I had nothing to lose. I'm already dying. So getting canceled, not really on my list of worries. Don't really care.
You're like, life has already canceled me.
Yeah, God beat you to it, libtard.
I'm gonna bring in. This is now officially a shit show. Carolyn, Geno, Cripp, do you feel like you get more or less backlash being part of a protected class?
Oh, I get so much more hate. Because it's like hey, you're not a part of our hive mind. You're one of the bad ones.
Because the crippled libs come after you, the cribs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Bloods.
They're the worst.
The Bloods are the people who transition but still get their period.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah. Hi, Geno and Carolyn.
Hey, Bill, what are you doing?
Just listening to your echo.
Hey, my queen.
Is there an echo on me? Do I need headphones?
Carolyn, you look like you're being interrogated.
Well, I am worried about Geno's Twitter and the fact that Biden was, heiling Hitler.
Uh-oh.
And then you talked to the Russians. So
they really made the first move. Like, they came after me.
I know they've got me in this room right now in Panama City Beach, Florida, and they're interrogating me because I'm friends with you guys.
Oh no!
Did you guys see that clip of Biden that's going around where he's just like screaming, and he says fewer, but he also he also hits the thing, and I stopped my video I was making. I was like, man, that sure does sound like something, doesn't it? Fewer. Some angry man slamming the desk and yelling fewer.
Ryan,
what does that remind me of?
Ryan Geno posted that. I watched it and I responded and said, "Is he hiling something?" Like basically the same thing. I was like, "Holy shit, this is so." Is anyone else seeing this other than Geno and me? So thank God you did.
Yeah, I did.
You know what? Never mind. I like Biden now. He sounds cool.
Wow.
Based Biden.
Yeah.
Based Biden. All right, for those of you who have not seen it, here is German Biden.
We have fewer democracies in the world today than we did 15 years ago. Fewer. Not more, fewer.
Oof. Damn, he's ready.
It cannot be sustained. That's why for
Papers,
day one
please.
of my administration, I've taken concrete steps to put human rights back at the center.
My administration has developed the final solution.
Our moral leadership on the global stage. To lead, as Chris has so often heard me say,
I'm Kugelschreiber.
the power of our example, not the example of our power. We have fewer democracies in the world today than we did 15 years
He's
ago.
repeating himself again.
Fewer. Not more, fewer.
Oof.
That's like his, when Trump just is like billions. You know what I mean? Like he'll repeat a word. He decided to go with fewer.
And the next step shall be the circle of your vaccine that you shall wear as you walk through the streets.
Wait, Geno, what's happening here? Are you doing MTV Cribs?
No, I've been. First of all, do you still hear an echo? Because I tried to put on my headset for the past 7 minutes, and that didn't work. Then I was
No,
just
it's
getting a
fine.
cigar.
I think it's just your regular voice. How is 6?
Oh, hold on. That I can do. Six is perfect.
I came to Geno's apartments once because Aaron, oh, she's in a box. Looks like you're about to throw her out, Geno.
What's that?
Looks like you're about to throw her out with the recycling.
I will not throw my angel out. But yeah, I was listening to the Biden thing. Now I can't find a goddamn letter. Biden is an absolute. It's just like I said. Has anyone once in their life talked to anyone who could explain why he was a better alternative? I know it used to be Orange Man bad, but there's got to be. I mean, I've yet to hear a single person explain why this was ever a better choice. Anyone ever?
Orange Man bad, Dementia Man good.
Yeah, it's like I don't even get. They're like, well, the alternative. How do you sit there and say the alternative was better when we're looking at this absolute horse shit?
Well,
and it's sad. Like, it's funny as fuck. I'm gonna make fun of him and roast him, but it is sad to an extent too, because this is how someone behaves. If you've had like a grandparent or something who's like gone through Alzheimer's or dementia, these types of emotional outbursts, like that's like the signs that you see as their brains deteriorating. And you can look at stuff that he said, even though he was an idiot, he's always been an idiot. But if you look back 10 years ago at the way he spoke and the things he said, he was so much more mentally capable, and he is just not right now.
Yeah, I heard that there is like a reconstruction of his like Delaware home in DC, so he can like have his familiar surroundings.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And we've all already seen the clip that he loves ice cream because that's what you give dementia patients. Ice cream, it's a fact, because one, ice cream keeps you happy, and two, it's a brain freeze. It's literally a brain freeze, so it numbs like whatever is going on in the fucking coconut of his that is not fucking working. Oh, Daddy is so comfy now. He's in his Eames chair. He's got a cigar. Life is good.
Geno has
Andrew, tell him what I am.
a $20,000 chair.
Thank you very much. Thank you. You heard me click. But
that chair is the most valuable thing Geno has.
It really is.
He's got like a $20,000 chair, his cat's in a fucking box.
Mm-hmm.
It's a $5,000 chair, and I say that because I think it's worth 3 times as much as the car I drive. It's the one thing I treated myself to after fucking 52 years of really just slowly getting my shit together.
Cheap chairs, yeah. Do you have to like oil it or treat the chair? Can you just wipe it down?
I was about to oil it before you asked me to do this meeting, if you know what I mean.
How often do you oil your Eames?
No, but I will say this: like, orange is my favorite color, which is why I got orange. But I should have got black because, like, I do have to wash it every couple weeks because there's like, I get just not stains, but just like you can see.
Usually he
gets in the holes.
Usually he rubs that on his belly, but I keep hearing that song. I'm living in a box. I'm living in a cardboard box. I'm living in a box.
By the way, Monday is going to be Geno's right about this too, because I said years ago, I feel bad for Hannah Gadsby because she never even knew she wasn't funny. Because everyone kept telling her, you're the funniest, fat, stumpy, gross, lesbian, Australian, down under, self-hating. She checked 7 boxes, and now she's like, wait, why? Why are you guys doing that? Because we're done with you, you fucking dyke. We're done with you, you mistake. Now you know where you come under mistakes? God's mistake, then our mistake. We're done with you. We're done.
Geno, I want to play. Oops. All right, this is such inside baseball, but this is my little Chrissie and Friends live stream. So there was a guy, another autistic super fan of mine. He was kind of like almost like a mascot of Wet Spot, just like porn obsessed. He won this King of Porn contest. He just has like a crazy encyclopedic knowledge for porn facts. Anyway, whatever. We had a falling out because he basically like said that he was more of a part of the show than he really was, just to get closer to these porn stars, whatever. So now I think lately he's been trying to call in to other shows like Anthony Cumia's show and now In Hot Water, because I think he's trying to like get back in the network's good graces, because I'm kind of giving him the cold shoulder. But he called into In Hot Water and he was unable to pronounce Geno's last name. Unable. It's just funny, and it's not hard. It's Bisconte. You say it Bisconte, Bisconte, whatever. Anyway, so this is his horrific podcast intro music. He's like this thug intro music.
With the mic in my hands, I'm a bad man. Even in the fight with the hands, I'm a bad man. Living in the streets,
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Michael Gavin Ali Show with Michael Gavin Ali, where porn and comedy come together. I do have a great guest tonight. He is from In Hot Water, and you can see him on October 18th with Aaron Berg.
Hold on, my favorite thing, he says where comedy and porn meet is always part of his intro, but he's unable to get any porn stars are because he keeps creeping them out.
It's
look at him.
porn because he always has it on his phone, like off to the side.
Yeah,
where he
Just
can
in an
look at it.
incognito tab constantly open.
Yeah,
his hands are just too sticky. All right.
And comedian from
where porn ignores me
at
is
the compound, Geno Spagante.
Okay, so you went 0 for 4. It's October 16th. It's Comedians of the Campground. And what is my last name again? I could have Andrew Harms fucking do it this
There you
intro.
go.
What's my name again?
Comedians of the Campground.
Thank you. What's the date, Aaron?
Geno Spagante.
What's my name, Gavin Ali? How did you get Victoria Zadrock perfectly correct? And what's my last name?
Spagani.
What's wrong with it?
He's really trying. He's really
You've
trying.
been on other shows where they mess up your name and you don't
I'm
cry.
not offended, Aaron. I'm genuinely curious where else he can go. Aren't you? Do it again. Spagani is wrong. Try it again.
Spagante.
Oh, it's Spagante.
Spagante.
Nope, you said Spagante. We've got Spagani. I'll tell you what my last name is not. Spagani, Spisconti, and Spagante. So you're over 3. Try another one.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Michael Gavin Ali Show, where with Michael Gavin Ali, where porn and comedy come together. I have a great host tonight, great guest tonight, from In Hot Water, Geno Spagante.
Hello, Mr. Thompson.
To be fair, this retard can barely pronounce his own name. So
No!
True. What were you doing at the end there?
That's my clip from
What is
ages
that?
ago.
No!
What's that? Why did that happen?
That's he puts that at the end of a lot of clips, but if you watch it on the episode, it just got worse. I'm like, look, I said we're like, you ever have like crab bisque, so it's bisque and auntie. I'm like, say bisque, so he goes bisque, then you just say auntie, so we do the whole thing again, and he goes blah blah blah, and please from In Hot Water, Geno, and then there's this pause of terror because he just can't do it. And we Geno, Spagante, we're like, you're done. It was so funny.
Poor Button. Poor little guy.
Yeah, well, when he was introducing himself, he stumbled over his own fucking name.
Yeah, he was about to say where Michael and porn collide.
It's a pretty low bar.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. He's just, and then he's messaging me like, can you help me get Gavin McGinnis on my podcast? I'm like, what? You're going off brand entirely here, Michael.
Yeah, that's a big no. You're like, what's a word shorter than no, Michael?
Michael's gonna be like, do you know cereals? Can you name some?
Who is your favorite porn star?
By the way, speaking of me, you and Gavin, Chrissy, we're definitely on a watch list. I mean,
really?
I left my does this happen when you fly? Honest to God, the last 3 times I've flown, and I'm just, I travel light. Daddy's got a backpack, maybe a sling bag just to keep something in. And the last 3 times, they always check my bag for something. And 3 times ago, they're like, oh, what is this in the bag? And they reach in, I'm not making this up. They pull out a bunch of my COVID stickers. They're like, what are these, hand warmers? And they're like, what are these?
Yeah, they're hand warmers.
Yeah. But they're like, so they look at them and then they put them back and there's nothing. There's no liquids. There's nothing.
Probably because you wear this weird greasy headband. I don't know.
Maybe. So then the next time I fly, I'm flying into LA. And as I'm flying from JFK, they check my bag and my little bag, and they look through it, and they don't even tell me what they're looking for. They pull out absolutely nothing. And so they're like, oh, I don't see any. And I'm like, no, you know how normally it's like, well, what are you looking for? You know, like, what's the shape? They're like, we don't know. And the woman gets really short of me. I'm like, all right, well, can I have my bag? No, you can't touch this. And she puts it back on the thing. Normally,
I hate that. I hate when they like make you do it all over again.
They put it back on the thing. And then when I'm coming to LA, when I'm leaving LA and I got a couple in me, Daddy likes to drink. Had a couple drinks, a couple plurps, 2 half taffies, Andrew. I'm fucking hammered.
There you go.
And that's when I left my fucking laptop after they fucking checked my little sling bag that had nothing but a laptop. Excuse me, the laptop was exposed. And they checked my bag and I forget my laptop, which has 3 stickers on it. COVID is the flu of the better publicist, Chrissie Mayr podcast, and a Proud Boy sticker. So it's like, it's done.
You got a Proud Boy sticker?
Well, it doesn't say Proud Boy. It says no wankers.
Okay. You know, I always try to be very vigilant. Like, I get really frustrated because I put each laptop, which is always like I have 2, and then all of your electronic equipment. Like, I put my light in its own basket, the fucking microphone in its own basket, my cell phone with my shoes in a basket, you know, my huge dildo in its own basket.
Yeah.
And
we call him Frank.
Nothing.
And usually they do, like,
Andrew. What's that?
Usually they do stop me, but it's like, oh, because they're like, what is this? I'm like, it's a ring light. Like, don't you know any influencers? You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I do get stopped, but I think it's because of all my equipment I bring.
Remember when people used to fly for like fun? Like, it was like a fun thing to do. Those Saudis really fucked it up for everybody. But now they do have, I will say, flying is so fucking oppressive that now they have a thing where you can not take all your electronics out and they can still detect it through the thing. That's like the best thing ever because you're not pulling out all your shit that you had to cram in your fucking carry-on. So you have to pay United $50 to check it. So that is awesome. I don't care. They can fucking sit there and scan me and take pictures of my cock all they fucking want. As long as I don't have to take all my electronics out.
Maybe I will start the Proud Girls. What would be our rules? Would it be no masturbating? Maybe. Because you don't want to like
proud to watch that girl.
You don't want to give away your power. It would be obviously like working out, just as with the guy, you know, the better shape you're in, the better you're gonna feel about yourself.
What do you consider working out? I will consider sex my workout.
Sure, yeah, any kind of cardio, like break a sweat 5 times a week is good.
Name 5 pads.
Oh, that's pads. Okay, boomer. Nobody uses pads anymore.
Pads, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. The things that they shove up in there.
Oh my God.
Shove a pad in there. I don't know.
No. They're all called Tampax, and there's
pads
different
You
brands.
mean the Holy Bible?
And also, Carolyn, you guys have the most boomer fucking possible way of sharing your headphones. You gotta do it.
I literally feel like I'm on a fucking Zoom call with my parents.
I don't know what to do. I have like 3-inch arms.
Switch your ears.
So, yeah, switch your ears.
Stop looking like you're zooming us at college. How are you doing?
If I put you on speaker.
Switch your ears. Switch your ears. Switch them. There you go. And now, ew! Oh God!
No, you're not.
I'm removing them from the stream.
They switch them and put it in the same ear.
That was unacceptable.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Brian, they meant to put it right in the middle.
Oh,
yeah.
Do you know? I don't know about you guys, but even I, in that moment, could taste earwax. Like I was like, huh.
No, I have extra clean ears.
Yeah.
I do too.
If he would have did that, I don't know if
every day.
necessarily it would have been clean for him, Chrissy.
I haven't seen either of you guys have masks on your ears, so I don't believe you.
I have to say, right this moment, I feel so pleased to be in this room with Cripp Daddy.
Stop. I am so sorry.
Oh, something
that you
happened.
feel that way.
I'm just kidding. Just a little visual comedy.
Yeah, that's me.
You too, Chrissy.
I'll make it look like Cripp Daddy is looking at you. There we go.
Ooh, wait.
It's like the Brady Bunch.
Ew. Are you guys? He can't move, Carolyn, so you can't do that.
Yeah, I'm
Sorry,
moving the
I'm not
wrong
fighting
goddamn
it.
way.
His
That's
neck
called-
doesn't work.
That's called Cripp rape.
His neck only moves when he has to go down on his girlfriend.
Well, there you go.
And my dad, I love him very much.
Yeah. Oh God.
You can't even hit fucking buttons anymore, people.
Gino, why does it look like you're at the DMV? Why don't you hang up
Now
some
it's on the
photos?
fucking headset. It's insane what goes
Why does
on.
it look like you're about to take your driver's license photo?
Talking to me?
Yes. What? Hang up a? Would it kill you to hang up a photo or some art
He spent all of his money on that chair.
on the chair?
There's nothing
Yeah.
on the wall.
Okay.
Sure.
All
There
right.
we
You have
go.
3 things hanging up.
Gino, do you get harassed by flight attendants? used
I
to-
know that behind his head.
See what I did? That's the church that Carolyn made me. Look at it.
Aw,
Oh,
that's nice.
I could do a different angle so you can see pictures. There you go, guys. Better. You happy? How's
Okay.
that, everybody?
Happy. I'm a little happy.
It did kind of look like a fucking insane asylum or something.
Yeah, you did
before it's
hang up
done.
art like a psychopath. Like it's just in a row.
Oh my God! Like I have a brick wall that just has pictures on it, that just has hooks on it, and that's where I put the pictures. Look, like that's my wall of
This
6.
is so haphazard. Yeah. Okay.
This is weird.
Hold
Isn't that
on.
great?
We need to do a
Look,
social layout.
That's the Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Look
That's
at that
a
right
great
there.
painting. That's because that
Isn't
has
that
all you guys
great?
in it. Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
what is that, a hopper? What's that like taking after?
Look, that's Garrett. That's me.
Zoom
that's
in closer.
Berg.
It really does
Look
look
at
like you
that.
guys.
Who
It's so
I
good.
think it was on sale. I forget who. Look, these are the 3 faces of
This is
6.
Gino's art
Carolyn did
gallery.
this. It's like a Van Gogh. Slack Cat did this. It's like
I want to do
more
one now.
accurate rep. You should. And this is the one that I got Taz, the resident artist, to sketch and colored in. And this is look, this is the Van Gogh painting I did. You know, one of those drunken art things where you paint over shit.
Nice.
And that one's all the way at the top for some reason.
Yeah, it's a complete level.
Why is that one all the way
It's just-
almost touching the ceiling?
That's where so that way. And this my pseudo
Who
niece.
hangs art like this?
I feel
This
like
guy.
I feel
This
like
guy.
I feel like when Geno writes, like words are half capitalized and half not, like fucking serial killers.
Gino, it's almost like you don't want your short. It's like you don't want your short
That is-
girlfriend to enjoy your art or something.
There you go. Look, and that's the greatest picture ever. That's my mother, my father, my aunt Olga, and my uncle Frank at like a dance in
Look at your
farmland. What's that? And this is a picture of me and Berg someone took that sums up his career. Like everything's funny to me, and he's like, "How to get stuck."
Oh,
There it is.
that's cute.
And it's like, how to get
Beaupre
stuck
did that
living
one.
like this.
I like
Beaupre
that.
caught that one, yeah. That's
Gino,
it.
what is
And
written
this
on
is
your
my fridge.
wall? Are you write on
That's
your
my-
own wall like a child? What is this?
Because I use erasable markers, and if I have an idea, immerse yourself in the mundane and free your second attention.
I feel like it's going to
Crossword,
be a list of
I
things
used
to
to-
kill on this wall.
HIV meds, gay faggot. That's a bit I'm working on. Highbrow stuff. That's my internet passcode. If anyone wants to fucking
No,
come by
don't
and
look
break
at it. Don't look at it.
Trust. I don't. That's and that's a bit. This is a bit that I wrote about my nephew when he doesn't want to go see this comedy show because he's unvaccinated and he's a senior in high school and he's afraid that he'll fail the test and then they just fuck you over. You know, they make your life difficult because you're not vaccinated. And the bit I said was, all right, Nick, when they give you the results, if they say it's positive, you just say, oh, you must have given me an HIV test. And then you say, and then when he's all uncomfortable, you say, what do you say? I blow you now. We take care of this thing right here. And his mother got mad at me because she said, you know, your nephew would do that for you. I'm like, he would do that to impress his uncle. And that's what makes me a good uncle. So that went on the door as well. That went on the door
I would
as
almost put a kid on puberty blockers before having you be their uncle.
My nephew, I'm not kidding, thinks I'm great. I don't know why, thought he'd outgrow it, thinks I'm great. It's the best.
Thought he'd outgrow it.
Chrissy,
I did.
our daughter Sophia, no joke. Our daughter Sophia, we're on vacation right now with the girls.
Where are
and
you?
she said
Panama City.
Are you at a
Panama
Days Inn?
City, Florida. You know, it's the paradise for Hoosiers. And basically she says to me, Chrissy, so Uncle Geno's gonna be down there, right? We're gonna see Uncle Geno. And I was like, no, he's in New York. And she goes, but when you and Dad take a trip, you see Uncle Geno. It's our turn to see Uncle Geno.
Oh,
that's
They also
right.
make it sound like you're swingers, you know?
No, we're not.
They make it sound like you're doing like a traveling threesome act.
No. But
they were until then, cock blocker. What?
From Brett Cohen for 5. Chrissy, does RK's facial hair meet your landing pad as we all see him as a putty cat, regardless of the big talk, but you groomed real nice, lady? This is the creepiest super chat I've ever gotten.
I actually think he's talking to me.
Yeah.
I think he's saying my face is a vagina. I believe that's what he's trying to say.
You have great
I'm glad
facial hair.
somebody finally said it.
Thank you.
Does it meet my landing pad?
For your cooch?
I don't think I have a landing pad.
Just a front yard.
This looks like a first draft super chat.
Yeah, a drunken one where you
like this shouldn't have been the one to send.
It's one of those ones where you like write it all out and then you like realize something was fucked up and you try to like put the little cursor back and you accidentally hit send and you're like, fuck.
Too late. Yeah.
Yeah.
My first super chat tonight was to you from Strong Therapy and didn't even know I could type anything. Thought I could do it afterwards. So I just sent you some money.
Oh, someone meant, okay, they meant landing strip. All right. Oh, does Ryan's face look like a landing strip?
Yeah, that's what
I
we're saying.
mean, if Ryan's face was a vagina,
Hold on.
yeah, turn it sideways, or keep it straight on, and I'll pretend I'm
Put the
Asian.
tongue at the top.
Yeah.
No, I
You
can't.
do it.
I'm not seeing. I'm not. Yeah, it's hard to visualize a vagina on Ryan's face, but maybe that's because we just met.
If you give me a couple of drinks, I can make it work.
Yeah, give
There
me
you
a
go.
couple more clothes.
Yeah.
You need to drink more. I've barely seen you take a drink out of there. You basically are still sober
This is
October.
pretty still. Yeah, I think White Claw is. I'm still in sober October, because now just White Claw is such an inferior product. Once you've had a Truly, it's like calling up your ex. Late at night, you're like, okay, I just want something in my mouth, but I know this is a mistake.
Yeah, you're still shilling hard for that Truly sponsorship, though, right? That's why you said that.
I'm trying. I know they're not paying attention to me because I'm probably on a watch list, but
Frank,
at least
she
someone's
needs
watching.
something in her mouth. Frank, you paying attention?
Ew, Frank is busy monitoring the chat.
It's a good thing he was, or else I never would have got on the stream today.
Oh no! I feel so bad. How does this
Speaking of
feel?
the-
Does this feel like
What's that?
we should land this plane, guys? I'm gonna leave it up to you.
Hey, Andrew, before I forget, Lacey says hi.
Who's Lacey?
What's that?
Please,
Lacey's my friend out in LA.
Oh, okay.
But she knows, and she just was watching and she texted me to say hi to Andrew.
Why did Andrew's
Hi,
phone
Lacey.
die?
Not that I know of.
Wait, Guy Monetite said that I missed a super chat. How could that be? Let me look through. Refresh. I'm using the thing.
Lady Maga and Ryan, just so you know, you will be having some new followers. Lady, I think me and you should hang sometime.
Whether you want them or not. Oh, Guy Monetite for
Yeah.
5. Have any of you
Thank you.
sneezed inside your mask while in public?
Absolutely.
I have, but they're the ones with the big holes in it, so it just goes through.
I can genuinely not remember the last time I wore a mask. I really cannot.
Based.
I will pull down my mask just to sneeze.
Save up your nose goblins.
I mean, did anyone like see the thing? And this is more of that common sense shit where the guy was talking about it. Like, look, COVID attacks the lungs, and let me tell you, you can go maybe you go maybe like a month without food, like
Buckle
like
up,
3 days
everyone.
without water. You can't go more than a minute or two without oxygen. And oxygen is what the lungs need more than anything. So if you wanted to weaken the lungs, the very organ that COVID attacks, you know what you would do? Reduce the amount of oxygen to the lungs by putting something over your nose and increasing the CO2. I'm not asking you to check a study. I'm just saying that's kind of common sense.
It is an immune
common fucking
suppressor.
sense.
Yeah.
It's not about health. It's about control. It's been very fucking obvious. And if like a couple things that stood out like so clearly to me when this all started, McDonald's stayed open, but they closed the gyms, right?
Mhm.
Obviously not about health. And then when I was in Vegas a couple months ago at this point, like they made you wear masks in the casino, unless there was a couple exceptions. You could take it down for a moment to drink alcohol or literally fucking smoke.
So, or
or you
like a stripper.
Or you could tell the chink dealer she was a cunt and get thrown off the blackjack table like this guy did.
So demonetized.
No, you're fine.
I walked away from the table on a slant out of respect.
This is crazy because I've turned down Geno's mic twice and he's still this loud.
It's my inside voice too.
Hey, Geno, you'll like this too. So we're in a little town, and as we're coming down, I take the girls for breakfast, and there's an Asian waitress. She comes up, she's kind of ignores the kids and takes me and the other adult with me's drink order, and she goes, "I get them later," with the accent, Asian accent. And I look over at the person I'm with, and it wasn't Brian. Brian was working, and I said, "Oh my God, we're in China." Like, I'm being stupid. And all of a sudden, Sophia, "We're in China?" As loud
as a child does.
And I went,
You're never gonna get your fucking drink now.
I gotta think up some more cervix questions too.
Cervix?
Yeah. I asked
She's like,
ridiculous.
oh, she's watching her shows. That's what I would say.
How about no shirts, no shirt, no shoes, no cervix? Huh? I'm gonna do the elbow to Cripp.
That sounds like a catchphrase for human trafficking.
The cervix crusher.
Oh God.
Nothing.
You'll have trouble walking tomorrow.
This is a sassy episode. I've enjoyed it.
Me
You guys
too.
are great. Does anyone else
Love you
have
guys.
any final thoughts? If we're doing Jerry's final thoughts, Geno's final thoughts. Oh, remember Jerry Springer would do Jerry's final.
Yeah.
You should do a Geno's final thought on it. How
But we do the more you Joe on morning, so it's kind of been done, right?
Okay. Yeah, but Joe's not funny. she's a sweet gal.
She's funnier than anyone on the fucking View. I'll tell you that much.
True. Oh my God, I'm gonna light that whole show on fire.
Oh, I wish that could be done.
Yeah.
I wish that could be done. Oh, when did Whoopi Goldberg become? I love that her friend called her a fat fucking pig, a cunty fucking whale, whatever she called her. Yeah, no one lasted the full 217. But then she apologizes. This is what I always say about Morning. On Morning, you have Joanne Nosachinsky, who's an established Fox correspondent and a Miss New York City. And once to 10 times a week, we call her a stupid twat.
Yeah.
You can't call any of the women on The View a stupid twat, and they are all stupid twats. You understand? Like, that's the beauty of what goes on Compound
Whoopi got
Media.
so fat. Like she just is wearing different colored garbage bags.
She's a fucking planetoid.
Planetoid. You make me words.
That's what. Listen, Libs and TikTok fucking tweeted this out, and it's just accurate. Every fucking woman that's around long enough that gets this obsessive over this shit. This is what leftism does to you.
I saw that.
From here.
Looks like
Is that
a woman.
Casey Musgraves?
To here.
Oh goodness. It's Tiger
Who
King.
is that?
It's Tiger King. Right?
Wait, go back. I thought
No.
that was Casey Musgraves.
No,
that's Demi Lovato. This is
Oh, okay.
Demi Lovato. From that to this. This is not a
Yikes.
joke. This is
Didn't
real.
Didn't she
I
say
feel
she's
for
like
her.
some kind of
She
weird
chopped all her hair off.
non-binary?
Yeah.
And she fucking looks it.
Well, she literally went from beautiful to person with a vagina.
She's literally business in the front, mental breakdown in the back.
She's got some quads though.
Right?
Good one, Chrissie.
Considering she's not wearing a bra, I don't know how business she is right here, but who knows?
Depends what her business is.
Yeah, well, she ain't making a lot of money if that's the case.
From
Jesus.
Sectus Gaming, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Chrissy and crew, why did they call it oven? When do of in the cold food out of hot? Wait, hold the hell. Am I having a stroke? Hey, Chrissy and crew, why do they call it oven when you of in the cold food of out hot? Eat the. Is this Michael Gavin Ali? God be you. Again, this is another first draft super chat.
That guy's got to be millionaire to waste $15 to fucking talk in hieroglyphics. That's incredible. See, I can say it too, Andrew. That was for Andrew, that word.
Why do they call it oven when you of in the cold food and of out hot eat the food?
When you shove in the cold food?
I feel
I think that's what it's like supposed to mean, but
When you put in the cold food and out comes the hot food?
well, it's like, what do you call it oven when you oven the cold food? So like shove in like the cold food
and
hot of out hot eat the. I don't know what the fuck the last shit.
Okay, well,
like, I think I understand the
I
premise
never
of it.
tell Brian to of in his cock. I tell him to shove in his cock. So that is not a
There you
word
go.
used for that.
I'm just imagining your penis going into an oven.
That sounds good to me.
Homeschooling is not working for everyone, clearly. But thank you for the super chat.
That's a hot oven.
Whew.
Love you guys.
This was some show. Let's go around and plug ourselves. Ryan Kinel.
Ryan Kinel. You always say my name
shit!
wrong.
I'm sorry.
Don't send me a fucking link.
Kinel like Kennel.
Yeah, kind of very close to that, but yeah. But yeah, thanks for having me on. It's nice to meet everybody, and
You too.
yeah, I'm on with Chrissy on Friday Night Tights quite often over on Gary's channel, and if you want to check me out, just search RK Outpost. You'll find like 5 of my different channels, as well as Patriot Outpost, which is my new political channel. So
it's so good.
Thanks.
Yay,
I appreciate
Lady Maga.
Hey, what's up? My name's Ryan too, so I kept getting confused every time you were like Ryan. I'm like,
oh, whoops.
Yeah, I'm America's most canceled drag artist. I stand up for our Constitution. If you want to visit ladymagausa.com, you can find my podcast, listen to what I stand up for. I fight the alphabet Gestapo, the LGBTQIA plus squared XYZ123 community. I'm not a part of it. And as a Mormon Eagle Scout, returned Mormon missionary, I officially have never been exposed to so much of this kind of content in 2 hours. So thank you for destroying my innocence.
This was a lot. I'm sorry. This was a lot. Isaac Des Moreau. I'm going to go cock in oven.
Hey, that's a $2 super chat. I'm going to go cock in the oven.
Yeah. This was perfect. Even the comment was $2 in level of quality. I didn't mean that in a shitty way. It's like precise, and I'm gonna stop talking. Andrew, Big A, what's up?
What?
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Maybe he'll be okay.
Eastside Dave show. Oh, come on.
I'm just
What
fucking around.
Eastside Dave show with Roy Harder every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. on Compound Media.
Tell him you heard me click, Andrew.
Yeah, you heard me click, you piece of garbage. Who are you?
Motherfucker.
Who are you? And also on Instagram, photos by Big A.
Oh yeah, check out photos.
And on Twitter, Big A 614.
Love it.
That's
I
it.
love it. I love it. Love you, Big A. Geno.
Hey, boo.
Bisconte. Spagante.
Spaguzza.
I'm still supposed to do one of his fucking podcasts. Yeah, I'll be at that big stadium. You're going tomorrow, right, Chrissy? We're gonna be in Blue Rock. That's in fucking Wilmington. Blue Claw Stadium.
Blue Claw.
And you know, little thing called In Hot Water, 4 days a week. Patreon, Gum Friday every Friday. Life is good for Daddy. My album's called Uncle Geno's Amazing. Someday I'll do a second one, but a third. But I'm sitting on that for now.
I love it. Your other special should be called, I don't know, like something with the Ames chair.
Loud and proud.
Yeah.
How about I Eames to please?
That's perfect.
That's a good one.
No shirts, no shoes, no cervix, or did someone
Yeah.
take that already? That's got to be, that's
Hold
gotta
the
Gatsby
spaghetti.
right there.
Yeah, I love that.
Hold the
Cripp,
Bisconte.
Daddy Donovan.
Hey, well, first of all, thank you guys for having me. My name's Donovan. I cause nothing but trouble everywhere I go in life. If you want to see what I do and what I'm about, look me up on Pornhub. It's any video under BBC. I put in a lot of hard work and effort into all of my videos. And yeah, no, I got more coming out very soon. So keep an eye out for that. And yeah, that's just about it.
I love it. Love you, Cripp.
I'm just glad we had diversity on. That's
We
all
had
I'm
to.
concerned
We're
about, so.
required. Yeah. Carolyn and Brian. What's
well,
up?
we've been guests on Chrissie Mayr's The Wet Spot. We've also been guests on In Hot Water.
Plug something. I don't want to hear your whole resume.
Yeah, strong therapy, silly.
Strong Therapy. Check us out. We talk about sex, sucking, fucking, having a lot of fun. We do controversial things. We've had some great guests like you see in this room. Looking
They
to
let
have
a black
more.
person vote on one of their episodes. Very controversial.
Thursdays, we changed our time to 8:30 p.m., but you can check us
No one
out.
would do that. It was a joke. Before we get banned, no one would ever let a black person vote. Okay, back to you. I'm sorry.
But we love you guys. Thank you for letting us in, and thank you all for having us.
Yeah, next show is with Wendy Starling, I believe.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, cool. Check out The Wet Spot on Compound Media Mondays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, of course, and on Monday, who is coming up on the show? Monday, Hostelito, Zia Anderson, I think Ski Mask, and then actually we got a nice pile of girls on the 25th. Shay Seitz, Texas Patty, Peyton Sinclair. That'll be fun. I think we're going to be painting Peyton's boobs like a jack-o'-lantern. So that's going to be the Monday after next. Check out my uncensored episodes on Rockfin. We talk about conspiracy stuff. And yeah, check us out at the Blue Claw Stadium tomorrow in Lakewood, New Jersey, Comedians of the Compound. And then I'm headlining TIFF's, the Dojo of Comedy, November 6th. That's in Morris Plains, New Jersey. For tickets, go to ChrissieMayr.com. Thank you, chat. Thanks for the comments. This was fun, guys. Oh, Brian Cohen. Let's call it Ryan's Twat Waffle in Tucking. All right, I'm done reading
There we
super
go. Brett's sending money for real weak insults. So I mean, just keep it coming, man. It's all good.
Brett. Did I get the other one? Okay, yeah. Oh, I get it. Ryan's in the oven. Funny that was.
There you go.
It's like Yoda.
There's a bun in the oven.
Oh my goodness, you guys are
Brett.
fun.
I know you're Australian. You got a lot of fucking problems there, so I get it. It's tough.
All right.
Aye, night.
Good
Time for-
night, mates.
This
We
was
love
fun,
you.
guys. Thanks for doing it. Thanks for hanging out so long. We'll talk to you guys until next time. Bye.
Bye.